da so no sports news at 6 na na akoye Wednesday no ensema ebeba no ye de atifi sem no ebeto anim ba hye no so ene February bosome no ne de to so edu baako ewo mfie mpinu eno aduonu ensiemu kase a eba no etwa ne ho ebu dambalis fentem frede a na ochie ku ewo YouTube Asempa 94.7 wo YouTube no obetimi ahwe na wo kɔ hɔ de a na te Asempa 94.7 na obetimi abo ahwem na bie no gwei ede ama wo kɔ na wa subscribe wo wi a comment section no na wo de comment na ato ede amaye mesro kase a eba wakɔ mu no producer no the Dotman Mr Mensa semufo no Eric Edsedu Buodi o se fa kejuwa na ankasa eka ho na ba bibia enko so mesro kenkanfo a na wuko anopa e wote menka no edi ameje so Dennis Asamoah hoteli no Alatula mesro ensema eba no emu apochichuo bi eni yede ani atwem ewo the Ghana Football Association a enche ne yede nipa makomako enum ebeka the technical team no eho na de eba ne se efe no adifende sa nipa makomako enum a yede omo abeka the technical team no eho yede ho nsem ebeba abeto anim yede ani atwem ewo the Black Starlet nso dia na chese coach Prosper Nate Ogum ene emrantie no astarte ahomboabo a eno nso no ensema ewombia no yebebo achi edi ama abra ya tenase ewo sports news at 6 eso yebewrem ewo nsemfufurum wonim se nyame eya adoma eda kwasie da match gbeipa ebetimi atofom the super crash no ebetodwa ewo Kumase abra hatofok ene kotoko edi epem so eno nso no ehon nsem eda bama isu a yebebo achi edi ama yebesa de ani awrem ewo domamamu Aduana Stars boboku no nso no after say omoyi Kumase Asante kotoko edi omufrim ewo FA Cup no mesira omo target no omo de atodwa si o ni ene atapoku akasa ensemo de FA no eno nso obeti ewo kasie emu yebesan awrem ewo Accra Great Olympics Oli Agozue Oli Viare Oli Alatula Kenkela Metallic Boys so aboboano no enche ne de atodwa se CEO Kujofienu ene general manager Eric Alagidede edi omujumadi ato ho na ho nso no coach ani din ene Charles Asante eke Mboma enso ese na ye shock wapa ede mano said ye osi ede nsem no atodwa ewo ho no ye bo achi a ye bewrem na ye de nchiremu ewom bia so ato anim ye beko Azuma Nation Sports Complex ho nso no panfo ede atodwa se hwiebe afi enko na wiye no na dwumadie bia so mudi ewo ho no omo atimi adi amanioma akoyie wo de MTN FA Cup mano afa no quarter final stage draw no no eto form sen and appearance no ekoyeye eno nso sema ye kwa amanone a nso wo de EPL no no matches bi etodwa Manchester United mirika baba no mu utu no aponchi break asi ewo ho eno nso sen and ahonsem etie wo EPL no emu wei ene nsema wo amanone ani fie a yakabom se Asempa Sports News at 6 anase Asempa agudiem no nsia kase ene nso Wednesday Alatula mede ebro yanjemre na yemfa kase no ni nchiremu nyina enso mo na ropai ewo Asempa 94.7 FM eso medika kase ebu dambali se twa no ho ewo YouTube Asempa 94.7 ko ha obetimi ahwem na watie ama bibia nso akoso ye ede amawo ententem so yemfa densia agudem kase ni nchiremu nyina emawo ye frase ewo the Ghana Football Association mesrawo na no fie da etwam yi ene yete se efe no abomoden strengthen up the technical team and I say ya yere the technical team of the Black Stars we said beya Canada, Mexico, United States of America abroche yama ye kɔ ne Yakobo World Cup June bosuminum no yoma betimi akoye ede ama Black Stars oto adon so no ho etimi ahenhan no eti uti edin bi ete se Alain Rivera ono French international Kim Las Swedish international and Jose Alfonso Daniel Martinez and so Spanish international and Carlos Romero and so Ura ono so ebewuram bia omo nyina ehwe amanioma akoye Piesa Pakwesi and so Ura ono so ebeka ho no na wuram ewo mamu hade a na chese timamufo dodo na ekasa se huebe aden na yeko tournament ni ye fa coaches dodo na omo entiase omo hu kotoko kura omo de kura ekoshem no ne yebo edisi montem so ene timamufo bi so ekasa eche se eji omadwen ewo mpanfo makomako enuma ye de abeka the technical team of the Black Stars so de omo so esifa sa mpanfo enum ya omo abeka the technical team of the Black Stars for the World Cup
in the part 20 ade na players ko mo ko bobo no kura no omo kura mo toto yesey we adwuma hihye sikadie we hu hia faso bia ni so kete wese kakra mo beti ye adwuma no na enso mo de omo ko ne ye ni ye ma ehote 20 staff ade omo ko dey ade omo ko dey adwuma no mo ko dey ade mo ana no mo ba de on fa cup ni mra o sempo se nipa be 10 kwa na beti na ya enya duduo no duduo ndi na ya sikadie no kwa na so mko di no ba beta wana we no bi anko ama kan je so akoto kube ebe Ghana skemu a ebe 2000
no omo kodia so mo de sanipa ne be kodia and omo make sure so the cap ne bebe fie
me ne de hardne 30 na ekona ya ni Ghana for you feel proud what I say hey
you need to papa because they say enema akoye na so no enema bi mefa bi na abe hardne dia ye mam kwan nti mu ye ne yie ne support mu toti no mu de beko na kapra badia hallelujah ba amba hey asemo ma no kakrada adey so technical team omo doso ade bo no mo ko bobiara omo ko bobi mo nka nkire ni mo jesi doso no do kuma se kwan na da ho aye ntimi nyaye no da bia ye ko wake up ani asese ni pa bebrebe de omo ko disika no ma ba omo ba aye nka hwenkire omo me de me hu ni se sika je mo because Ghana aye nkwa na e de saa we no aba because teams ni be omo ama qualify for World Cup ni even Brazil kra omo technical minds ni na omo de bia ka okay England for team class so almost so all my over there
we any timamfo bi adwenkyere omo kyere ewo coaches mako enuma ye de omo abeka Black Stars technical team no eho sanso ene ewuram dia na ese kasamafo na de Mad Ghana Football Association ruwa ni din ene Henry Asante Twum AK Mr Hart enso ekyere na adwen kakra ewo efiri nkyehye omo eye na ochema we enya ade foforo ya ade dada bra no se ye ko tournament ano eden pa ye ta eye na sanjehye we eye nkyehye aba ebetimi aboa ama Black Stars the technical team afa na ntuma pafra na de ye bi ebetimi aboa no ye betimi ayama ne oma akoye sanjehye we eba ye no omo ne ministry so ekasa no there's a ministry so ejina akomapama ebetimi aboa ma ne oma so akoye ede ama Black Stars ahead of the World Cup.
Is a strategy that the FA had always relied on in times past, in previous tournaments, and we believe that it helps us and gives us a certain, good feeling and good image in terms of strengthening our technical team. We need the best at every moment, especially on the world stage in that big football competition. Strategy that we believe in, and that's what. And let me say that once we approached the ministry and discussed this particular strategy with the ministry, they were more than happy, and they jumped to it. And
we kasama for the Mad Ghana Football Association already din and Henry Asante Twum so and out here ye to akase no so they are near room the Black Starlet of Ghana so aboboano with him say enche and a prosper na teogum.ca the room la Cote d'Ivoire ma ye kobo ye homode pa ho na after that tournament with him say osan ebe room ma ohwesa ahoboabo na betimi akoyi na Afcon proper nyam adoma April bosume no ye room Morocco ne enso yakobo adwuma no bibia yakoyi ede amae me no eka say ade amranche no egu ahoboa so a prosper ehwese obetimi anya players ebetimi aboa eno na coach no echema ne kopiem Ivory Coast aye boy ho emode no ewom si antimi anje bonsu ane de batem mranche ampremprei ewo ho no mranche no mode mo no ejina brane pa enti de aka no so obenya kuma bia na kakra bi ede aka ho se de be ya ne nkwan na awokoye no enye nkwan pia na ebeye nkwan a eso from pe na pai ta ebema bibia akoyi ede ama Ghana.
Need a few to augment the team that went to the Waffle at Abidjan. We just need
Asempa FM.
And now we have the quality to the extent that we don't know whom to leave out and whom to include. So we have them. So we now as a technical team need to sit down and look at how we blend the individual qualities or capabilities that these players bring on board so that it becomes a team, a unit. We have them, and ours is to make sure that we zoom closely on them and look at what each person is bringing on board, because the capabilities they are bringing on board, we also have to put up a game model or a game structure that will be easy for these boys.
Prosper Nate Ogumon under 70 ahoboaboa ene no so ode etudwa no ye toa kase no so ewo club issues there na ye bewuram ewo Kumase Asante Kotoko mesre onyame ya adoma eda kwasie da eku ebechiaka ewo the baba yara agoprama so Abraham to folk ene Kumase Asante Kotoko ede epem so na sa match kase enche ena ote se papa ne din ene Abdul Karim Zito papa ede di dwumadi ato a onye coach Emma Kotoko biem me no kase empanfo ede dwumadi no ahye deputy coach coach no ne papa ne din ene Karim Dito airport adwuma Prince Yawusu ene adwumadi no abɛhyɛ ne nsa ɔno nso ede kakra atudwa ɔkyema ɔma start ahoboaboa sɛ de ɛbɛyɛ a ɛda kwasie da against out of folk no nneɔma betimi agyina Brian nneɔma betimi akɔye ɛde ama ɔmo na nneɔma ɛnkyia sɛ ɛkyia pressure bɛba nti na adwuma a ɔyɛ nnei no ɔma start preparation ntɛntɛm paa sɛ de bɛyɛ kwasie da 3 points no ɛbɛka Kumasi.
But I would say we are ready. We're starting training today to face as a folk. One thing I'll bring back to us on the last game we played, we didn't have our way. Things didn't go well for us. We have to make amendment, and we're ready to work very hard this week so that we can close up the gap to get a win from Hartlepool.
Eno Prince Yawusu sesia ono ne kita Kumasi Asante Kotoko a ohwese kwasie da odi begina Hearts enim yewram Accra Great Olympics Oli Agwesu Kenkela Metallic Boys VRA na yede nsani bi atoa so ama odi a coach adidi ene Charles Asante dodo FN coaching Boma o ebema yie pa ono so ede kakra eto yenim abra beto odwa se kujofie no as the CEO ene general manager Eric Alagi Dede omodi omujumedi ato ono ne yebo omodi ene no ekase ono so ne dia okan na ene se abra ote se mpanfo akuku dam kita club num no ede omujumedi ato ono shoko no pa ekakuma bi na nka ne omakra ya achia ede amano but se ukogina akono against Sport City na se sa asem wei eba ade aho ebedwiru pa.
Very sad for me as a manager. It is very sad to hear they resign. When I heard the news, I got shocked. Shock in the sense that Unibitio and then Opea not Asempa FM. In Yinanswa, over Phyllis Unimtia Uyena, Ebea Dinkakra, because I don't know the reason that Namsuntia will be resign because I've not had a fair briefing from any of them. But a big blue as a team, a big blue, especially going to play Port City.
Eti Charles Asante aka Mboma ono ekochi Olympics na ote ne no ye free ho ne atoa kase no so ye rem Doma Nkro awura ne din ene Atapoku CEO edema aduana boboku no onim se enche eno mu yi kotoko efrim MTN Africa round of 16 a ma akwelekwi esi kotoko fo ye ma sesi ano nyoma enkoye emfa ma kotoko technical team na nsachire aba na owura no echem dia ombotae pa this time around no se MTN Africa no ombetimi akonkoden na sa bonsu aro monsa etimi aka league no no hwie bese anye ye kura na being in the top 4 no eye aduana betimi awram sesi ano ya de a omonsa etimi aka sponsorship ase ba no se ye kwa Africa no betimi akoyi ediama aduana stars bobuku no.
For us that we are part of the 8 that we playing in the quarterfinals. We've started preparing. Absolutely. At this point in time, anybody that gets into this round means business. And it's good for us that we are part of the 8 that we playing in the quarterfinals. We've started preparations already, and we are fine-tuning our game to see to it that we account for Techiman Liberty Youth to progress to the next stage of the competition. Absolutely. It's actually...
Eno Atapoku nene out here Myxtro uram ewo Azuma Nursing Sports Complex dia na ura ni din ene Azekasiama Emre so no odisika $4 million in the uram se be ya completion ebetimi aba ba me no ka se nya de se Azuma Nursing Sports Complex yetimi ewie ya na ye ho adwuma e ma ne oma ekoso na mprempre no the chief executive officer at the National Youth Authority ura ni din Osman Abdullahi Ayarega enso e de atudwa se mampan abo adwuma pa yie ama sesi ade Chekrano ebia by the end of this month no contractor betimi akosai said the be adwuma no ebetimi astarte amampo no by the end of this year na say ya wie bibia ama bibia so ekoyi Azuma Nursing Sports Complex nya no nko a stadium ahoro bi wo ho ani nyina no omo de omo nsa besom anya ye mienu kura eko say aye ready a ebeboa ama mine no so no yanya babia betimi asi akan.
Fully we are looking at the contractor resuming sites as soon as possible, maybe even before the end of this month. We hope that the contractor will be able to resume site. We hope to complete the entire sports complex before end of year, thanks to the capital injection again from the Ministry of Finance, thanks to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, which has been given to the National Youth Authority. He is very passionate about completing the Azuma Nursing Sports Complex. Not only this complex, but also the youth resource centers across.
we Abdullah Osman ono CEO Edema National Youth Authority and atin and Canada Casiano AC yeko amanone dia na said no Manchester United in the EPL no omo ene bobo kwanidi ene Western United ene Pims no Abranti and the Benjamin Sesko ebo modern Emma United enya 1-1 Tottenham so etne fiema Newcastle e the Kabi no ono so etimu bako Chelsea and so ebo draw with Leeds United 2-2 this time around the United etoso 9 Chelsea so abetoso enum eti Casiano no amana nsem no details and more biano kejuano ankasa Eric Siedu body the foreign minister ebetena se abra Ghana's Myxtro and cheme sorry amana bagina guano chemu bia wom no or the beba abetu anim wo afisem no nso no de wote ye ene de kan obi anso no Ghana's Myxtro yo supremo ebegina gua na odi de wom bia anso atimi ato anim yakọ no se no nso se ensem anokwe oti ye no GFA defended the expansion of the technical team of the Black Stars Black Satellites so ahoboabo no na de honsem ebetu anim kotoko coach as the CEO Kitabo Bukono Prince Yawusu ono so nhyehya oye be ahead of Sunday game no oti Adriana Star CEO Atapoku enso akasa we ene ensem bi editia ye de brew ewo ene sports news at 6 no eso anase ene wukuo agudiem kase no eso no ensem oti ye no ye di si ama Ghana's Myxtro yo sopre simo abeginegwa ede de akabia ato aso medino Dennis Asamoah hotedi no alatula ba mekono ma menchia the co-CEO of Nagod Travel and Tours Mr. Emmanuel Amaniampon Mr. Emmanuel Amaniampon menim say o monitor show no ewa afa Yankopon show na onyo kasi ye see the ultimate sports morning show Wednesday's edition no ato aso e dia ma the
ultimate sports show.
Hello, good morning.
Pepa win current award winner
General PK on radio
the Ghana Hajina Gona Pankwadia Asempa Sports the ultimate sports show
Asempa FM
and Ghana tune the tune Tukwa Bulushi Okanshi Kaneshi Teshi Nakoda Akuma Dansoma Akuma Akutema Bebia super Obudwate.
Yeah, super Minia Medamaso Asep.
George Efrie, former vice president of the FA. The ABC say winning football mo experience a progress of work for normalization committee. Obviously omo they are on track and assessing the city amount.
No comment.
From time omo share adwuma se ebepem na aka mre kakrai na omo de adwuma dia ba wiye no. Wo George Efrie saying na hu normalization no.
No comment.
And the first time when you had the opportunity, you have a Juma Omaye, say a football people, and as I feel, say a Juma young so many.
No comment.
George, the Aoye, the other, a Ruby now bow, a doctor now through, and as a fear of victimization, it won't mean Chirawajin.
When we're Japanese team, a barracks boy, Zongo boy, outside.
And then, Mama opportunity, young boy, send a normalization, Edmano.
No comment.
For capabilities all bar on that committee, no. And so who is saying?
No comment.
Asempa
competition I organize it. Who Balua Abba. Yeah. Back and forth, last week. Yeah. Are you telling me, say, George, do your opinion on something away now? Is that what you're telling us?
Okay. No comment.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Papa Myxtro, award winner.
Kweku Willison, emotional intelligence.
I wanted to take the opportunity to congratulate you since Monday, but I've not been able to come through.
Kafra.
So you were nominated as
the ultimate sports show.
Single second.
Debbie Mama Sukra. Debbie Mama I said, no.
And the full advertisement to my view. So their names were not even mentioned. Also, oh, yeah, Papa, come be out to be away. I don't know why.
No crap, Avenue.
You have polished this, friend saying, sports sector now, one what polish and
Asempa FM.
Some kind of finesse be up again. No, interviews, pungent questions. Now, sir. Why are they not only award number the one?
But that's emotion.
And the Tony the Union come here.
I say, set on
too much assassin. Find the copper.
I'm Gusa, what all a bankola, and Kumasi sensational confessor. Good morning. Hello, Lagi.
Hello, Mitchie.
Morning.
The ultimate sports show.
What you saying? Lagi me buy me bokaka. Me say me buy me bokaka.
Oh, what's it?
See me back in face and me bokaka.
Oh boy, we are there so.
Seven in ball.
But what the
Asempa FM.
Sarakatema mami eka Maria Keposo Tayana. Guys,
Elizato.
whosoever beats the drums of war must prepare to dance for the world. When the rhythm of enemy changes, the dancers must change their dance steps. Champion Myxtro and Penny Forcing one part of the one on Senate Yakokraje. Ope, one of the greatest sports presenters in this country. No more branch Myxtro Dianka one. They said Wako Pentecost or Madasi. Sports news I won't take that. A buha what tends to one yanchiremuye without fear or favor. Comprehensive analysis. I tell what you same cross for man taxi drivers. That's how it is a house of phone street dress. Champion Myxtro.
No, the midweek edition of the Ultimate Sports Show. Yabre and now so pay team of able producers at Daruma, Yatina se Ahodi Mua, and some Ahodu Edikanino, Yabore Beda, Yedi Asia as a midweek edition of the Ultimate Sports Show live from the headquarters of Ghana Sports. Asempa 94.7 Edikan Krama, me Emisa se wapum etisay. Minim se Chedian Pom Basayado Nadaruma, and pay so one man in Sasso, baby. Timenka baby our team ne bibia ekoso wano ba say yeah bo prumni abo ano the midweek edition of the Ultimate Sports Show and anope ye di Asia way say ye part and parcel of it na enkomo agudi kwan so ye di egu ba man so ye twene srani abasa no wo so obetimi akan ho okabie wom na etimi aboa ma Mother Ghana Sports so enya ne tampa edi efra edunti na anope ya ba wabobo ano ya mu ebedi nkomo live on radio live on Asempa 94.7 sound so na ye live or asida 105.9 ewo eye takrade nti anope takrade fo nyina ye chacha obi a wuramu ewo takwa babia ni bogoso ekwa sankragwa nyina Western Region no yade amanfo 80 show no kama pa wi asia fa na nyina ye live ewo the YouTube page no so Asempa 94.7 Asempa 94.7 live on the YouTube page Asempa 94.7 Shami Hontentempa na anopei yentumi eni enkomo bebrebe ho messages nyina enso with the faho ediba ya beji bre to me akenkan now so I part of the show as usual na bibia etimi akoye ne momo wo eya manone na eye messages via WhatsApp 0243 553536 0243 553536 0243 553536 eno ene ababa kwa anope yede ji madwinkyire nyina matenye ene mateni atene nyina yeji anope ewojumedi so se de doni bre nyina ye sinkonya musi eya no eniti anope yebesre na mataye chi na eno so yetimi ede enede no so ede akogu na bibia aye kama pa kame hone ye nase production team no na yede aseda maomo Dennis Asamo Alatula ewa Abednego the Dortman ewa Evans Kwabena Sapon ewa Joel ewa Mosquito ewa Pablo Aima enso ewa Eric Siedu Buadi anope enso ekan ho den Professor Ike Wallace Kobe Stone Patrick Osei Ajiman womenyina anope ekan anope Miriamfi the other wonderful members of our team womenyina ekan hu bi en anope yatenasia yade nadia no so ede ebrewo Samuel Kwadari Renchi ena dwumadi ni nyina no esi ne na so Miriamfi nana kwaku mensa Ken Kaninja watena se dada enche obetene nkase yede ko wakrata no boso nyina munsem ede eba midinde oben kwaku Andy Ghana's Myxtro nie Yo supri simo ana matrasi laja in supremacy ano pay so dia no ye di Asia ewo dwumadi so enti baby a wo bia tewasudi ni tie the latest ni super latest ya boabo ano pay so ye di Asia as a midweek edition of the Ultimate Sports Show today Wednesday the 11th day of February the year 2026 the year of our Lord. I say ebobo bapa ena anope yatena so yedi nkomani nyina no ede eba interestingly enra in the EPL games eba so nyina na manfo dabi atamfo nyanyame United still on fire enra we time equalizer na eba ya na nyasem kuma but all in all game ni ewie tipenkon 1-1 ene timi ewie na fi other games eba nyina no anope ye jebre na yatu yebo ase ananti akire ewopa abra City Chelsea take a 2 goals lead no na watratra ho ama lead timi abetika nyina Tottenham so trefie ma Newcastle ebo no mienu otimu ebako na fi West Ham United no eno so ewie etipenko 1-1 na game ne wie yewo enkomo bebre ewo ho ayede eba enam se wohwe games no nyina ewie ye ene reactions eba ya Thomas Frank nani ba enioma mu ayedene edi amano na nkoma wodi atudwa waso ye safe ba enya dia osuro se ebi Tottenham for ebe sakeno ene anase asakeno china waso ye safe no jiri pa se enioma ebe sesa edi ama Tottenham Hotspur bobo ko no saying the sequoia eba now the carrick ball so at from pa and no carrick ball on a by pa after say West Ham edikan eto atene edikan in the first half na ohwe ani mu say enioma ebekoye de amano in fact in the second half na ohwe say enioma bekoye de amano no Carrick ne mrante no epeja wo home ne so pa ma enei wotimi ebenya the equalizer ma enioma ekoyi 1-1 ene wieye na yesi Carrick akasa kire say Alex Ferguson ni playbook bi kire papa ija de kire wose eno na wadi akire ama enei obi antimi mfa United achi enka form enkomo bebre eba bomb of the any other interesting one in fact in that Napoli against Como game no eno so emu dinepa de ekwie nyina anopay atenase ye de emu enkomo de bro but games no to also and unabated and I'm say o share in the EPL games makumaku be enum ebetimi out of form ewo ho Liverpool jina kono City jina akono Aston Villa wo ho Crystal Palace any other interesting features ni nyina no ewo ho arpe ya tenase ye be wrem na latest free ho be nyina no ya to ye bo ase na yetumi ewremu edi nkomo na ya hwese de ehye nyina no ebesi akọ ewo horomo regarding the Black Stars of Ghana nkomo ne de bia ye obika na ewo say ye to aso na ye ka na preparation ne koso no etimi akoso ye pa enam say enei for the technical ensemble ne de ye dika augmente omuche say we must strengthen technical team no enti sa strengthening of the technical team no whether say emrante na ya to mudi no mom na beboa abeye messiah for the Black Stars of Ghana as a year called the Mundial no ni nyina ye nkomo ni bia ye ba Samson ye say the Black Stars medical team no asha say sra Ghana for players e wa manane a wo mu prepare na the proper assessment also mo ye ni nyina no wo mu atumi aye ye betumi aka confirm say Dr. Pambo wa consult almost all your players wo mu prepare ni nyina clubs etimi enya report about the piano and the duration ebedie any nyoma Ghana hanso ye be ya ye beboa ama wo mu recuperation no etumi akontem no Dr. Pambo aye enti ene wo konsrabo na wa hwe se de be ya obeboa ama emrante dodo na prepare nyina no wo mu apomatimi ayomode ansakra na yatumi akọ World Cup na se sankomo no anopai eno so da ha ya to ebo ase a ye di sa enkomo ebeto form na yetumi edi but regarding the saga of the NSA no eno so yenyanwie sa asem no eka enam se e wo se ye ka kopem se ye benya no pomasibre enam se we no public ye positioner yaso ye wo interest so as a sports journalist ye di ensem ni bi echipa for the interest of mother Ghana nti e wo se ye ma ye ni edi akire se ye party bako ebeto empanifo mienu din aba wo mu positions and Director General yewe and board chairman yewe ochina obeti board chairman asake no waya appointment obeti na chese ensem bebre na eba so far how far that saga enra eni na chi kupeja ba no latest kakra ewatri ni nyina anope ye de ba enkoma ya tidie every minister ho regarding that issue nyina no anope ya tena so a ye de ehon nsem nyina no ede Asia ewo jumedie no so enunti aya na waken the biggest issue anopeya da haro the super clash eba so on Sunday sa game no we has ni no why wadwene say Kotoko apam ni coach and I say coach a resign wo Kotoko nti ya fan fully ebeye den dia mamo sanso na wa afa ne say match no enye match a emu beye den a ba cho no so agro bipa na wodie and am say the year tifri kumase aba ene ahoboa Kotoko ne mrante no ene mpanifobia wo ma ayi wo manim say this particular game match no mu de bebo no enya asem kuma tewa so din ye de sa latest no ede eba nano eye kaninja ebefa player baako edin ede betudwa ebedi ne ho enkomo baako mienu miensa eye se ewo se ye ni etumi edi nachi na ye hwese de esitie na regarding eye players ewo se ye ma ye ni edi wo machi as oman abra ye prepare for the World Cup any wo mo performance wo mo de amma ye over the years no ewo se enenso so ye koyi baako edipie na yetumi edi ne ho enkomo na ebribema na abrante no wo match de but ebribema kanije ebe hwese ebetumi team no etimi edin koma na we have so much interested in this player because the graduation watimi aye from a second division wabe board the national under 20 in the just ended under 20 tournament born Ghana ha no instrumental the boy the man the national under 20 we answer wa ekopie mo a Premier League side in Israel Ashdod ema utimi boy boni ye na say all boy na Scottish Premier League side Dundee United FC and so any ediachiri ama scout upon scout etimi achesi abrante na ama enne enyo nyina etimi akoyi ama abrante no e de pen the secret so assign e de ama Dundee United in Scotland enne Dundee ni Aberdeen abrante na bigina mesi akan na abrante na uti adanse e wonachi a na je say time no aso why am matured enough say yetimi ehwe now interestingly he's the kind of player utimi ebo a lot of position they say anti coaches no any edinachi ye pa enya asem komenti anopai ye bedi nkomo na ya hwe abrante no ya nanti na chikakra na ya hwe say time no aso ana say saying city for abrante Emmanuel Ejay wono any abrante anopai ye kan wasema ye de ehonsem nyina no eba yenko na yankova ko akratan moboso no emra kaninja atena se ken kaninja mache
papa mache
bibia bako de
adum grace nenso de ache
nenso de amayo
ya nenso gugu kakra ntaman kan pressure na asa abafom kakra sase emu adu kakra na pressure no wosoro dodo but enu a enso gugu kakra na ma pressure na abafom nti ye be fan 14 ye be fan 14 bibia ye fine nti papa efie ye okay pressure be ni hodia ene ye be ko enim na de ko wakrata no aba ene minim baby a obehya ase free because stories ya beba no papa ano de ne pa ma minchia Ghana for ene chiche ne benche omunso a omutie ene anopei
okay enti ye dika achia Ghana for awidia yen content pa na afi yenkofa ko wakrata no emoboso no enhya ase emra na afi wia ade akanyina no The Daily Guide this morning, Daily Guide front page, big story. NDC goes with Baba Jamal, Ayawaso East by-election, and it comes with a picture of Honorable Baba Jamal beaming with smiles on the front page of the Daily Guide this morning.
Over Daily Guide ko wakra tanwa amane boy eba ne se NDC aman yuko no wonim se nansen enkoma abeye twapia ede bamba so nkofo di no eye ayewaso abato akoso ene amanfo bi esusuo se ene as a vote by no yedi kosua ne buta ena fe motorbikes ni TV ama nkrofo so monto abama mpedimfo no bi no ama nsem na koye he ne no ene NDC aman yuko ne se omo internal investigation chese omo hwe party ni mu ne Baba Jamal hwehwe mu omaya papa ne ho son onfa hwe mu obia so be ankoto abama ntoma clear no.
That story can be found in page 3 of the same paper, and of course same front page. Daily Guide: court rejects Gifty Owari's SC referral request. And of course Gifty Owari, a school member, finds herself in the this big issue, big issue, and her request to push her case to the Supreme Court has been quashed by the High Court. Story page 3 of the same newspaper.
Papa story amanfo bebre na ewo interest, especially omo edi agudi nechi no na no na betodwa se ewo Accra High Court no enu ada wonmo ebo Mama Gifty Owari chese ne request ya ode koto wonmo anim na omo so mugina article 19 section 2C ena Supreme Court o pese omo ebe chechi na semu no mo hwehwe ne nyomam se na be ya wono ya ne ho akoba nsem se
sika bi afa ne nsase ene ade which is or former executive deputy director Edema National Service Authority NSA mebwa National Service Authority ene ne ho nsɛm akoye bebrebe no yɛse ɛno a ɛwɔ Accra High Court no ɔmo bɔ nsɛm no ɛtugu yɛ kra ɔmo tie no.
Interesting times ahead. Gifty Owari Mensa. Mrs. Gifty Owari Mensa. Still an school member. Mrs. Gifty Owari Mensa.
Okay.
Let's remember her in our prayers and see what it goes. Okay. Same front page. Food insecurity hits 38%. JSS report story, page 9, same paper, Daily Guide.
We call the same Daily Guide here. And also what the aba say eduane ho nsem any ade a chese abaya twema mentwina nsen ye ba ya na ye boso magana for say enoma ekoso yi ama chese ene omanmuni na no amanfo eho entumi enheha won mo eno ena aba betwadwa say ende wokọ ahamu enchichemu a eye eduasa enwotwe 38% ene aba betwadwa say banu enuane ho nsem a akwaya twema mentwin ewo manmu.
The same newspaper, the Daily Guide, back page, and of course the sports page. Karim Zito leaves Asante Kotoko proud after trophy. That one can be reported. GFA Medical Committee screens female footballers for breast cervical cancer. And the final one, Black Sheriff goes highest bump play followings. All back page of the same newspaper. The Daily Guide.
When your Daily Guide Kowakata no echiriwa wanonso akansen bebrebe na ewo ho ye wa Karim Zito wagya na dwuma ho ewo Asante Kotoko dwumade mu ye de ka ate ho etimi ede amount saranso ena ababetodwa se GFA wonmo medical committee no eneyi amane baba ene se emaya wonmo esi akan edema Ghana ye man no ene ye clubs ahodo no womo echemu ye passe also omo hwe omo nufumu papa aha ya na kokura meto emanu fumu what you say breast cancer no also mu emiemia yesa ade na to nya expert ya unhuni ye aha nyamu amode ma no twe no.
I think the boys are not doing enough in this special case.
Okay. Say ejuma nso eni ho.
Yes, of course we have to take this matter up. We have to be interested. We have to be interested.
In fact, we have
to be interested in what we are interested in.
Papa, you're better than bad. Inti ko wakata ne diaba se omo ye emayo musia kanu omo kokroma ya na eto emanu fomu no omo ehwehwem se ne be ya omo nso betumi ade omo ho efri sa enomo bone a eya na eha emaye wonim se ema na ebo football de bebre na ball ni ntama de no flat oh se ball na aboso anti enyina ho oba bi eni ho obobo a ejina ho.
You are just telling me.
Yes, standing.
You are telling me.
Debi ma on board omo yi na nya standing ovation ni bia. Debi.
I have not
omo
observed
down flat.
Next paper, the Ghanaian publisher, of course, integrity and professionalism. Front page, biggest story. NDC clears NDC of vote buying in Ayawaso East Primary. NDC clears NDC of vote buying in Ayawaso East Primaries. Story can be seen in page 3 of the publisher newspaper, and page 2, same newspaper. Ashanti NPP MPs fire government over Swami interchange downgrade. All can be found in the front page of the publisher.
When you say you were Baba Jama and Komoyano, a band opposition party, so ne say Omo Mudimutinti Maye Pano, MPP for just one more papa, and radio so TV so no pabia, and one Omo and some Modinamu, Nano and the NDC for the other 2 years, Massa, Oma Cleobia, NDC for the sooner, how many vote buying Biano, any checkabia, Ewo Amanyo Semu, and no and someone the publisher, the Ghanaian publisher, what they about anope. Kowakata kroya uko page 2 and ababe to just say Emrasha Bejafua, one more Ashanti region, and omo ediabas. Oh, Maza, a binding Jania watch channel, swimming touching yene. Ene, as a banum puntu juma, Asante Mantemua. abana bomi mfi tadu kukura papa omfi wono mo na no na wukọ sa enkomo imu a na se roads and highway minister no na se heya o efie heya na se obecheche ni nsem we kosi senso a na se enei echemu pa se Ashanti caucus papa yesi Ashanti caucus fo no omadwa ban ne pa se edu be di asaban no nhwehwe ni mu bi ni ade ba ne mpuntudwuma onfa Asante fo no nyehwe.
The publisher. Let's move on to the final paper, the Daily Graphic. Twitter accuracy every day, and it has a banner. The biggest story on the front page: 119 lives lost during Boko mediation. President Mahama reaffirms path of law, and the story is on the front page, and the details can be found in the page 3 of the same newspaper.
Daily Graphic ano pay ono so na mane ba wode ato enmu deja papa nimpa mako oha ene edunkono yes oha ne edunkono 119 na omohwere wono mo enkwa ewo bokun entawa ne nchi wo hyewa eya na ema ne hom ne so ewo ho no eno ena aba betodwa se Ghana ye mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama yes eno a okọ na tena konwa ewo Jubilee House wa papa ne tene se Paramount Chief Edema Talensi ekopiem ho emo tenase eto adwen na no mampeni se enkomo a one Paramount Chief of Talensi edi no na se amane gidie sononko amobetumi ede ne nsesi ne buasa kase masa santo kwani ade ye man ho be so ewo boko no it will become a thing of the past emi so kra me chemu otwim de akobrofo na se etwamu anisa nti omampeni kiremu a na se ne wahwe ema perepeyo ekoso ewo boko ene ne mpatem.
The Daily Guide back page, the sports page, Coach Owusu thrown into deep end as Kotoko renewed rivalry with House of Folk, back page of the paper, and of course the page 46. Black Princess is confident of edging South Africa in under 20 qualifier, back page of the same paper.
Uko Kowakrata Daily Graphic chirwa wanonso ede ninsam aba ninsam ode bayina eyetiawa bakon eyese Kumasi Asante Kotoko ne Accra House of Folk yame adoma da kosiada ewo Kumasi agopra so womu ene Accra House of Folk ebe chianyam so na no ene beto odwase karimzi todi ne dwumedie to ho no Kotoko company mfonyanse mu ni omunim die mu no omudi adwuma no ama na assistant coach a ne din ede epepe Prince Owusu na ensa former entire life coach me Prince Owusu na enom na Prince Owusu nso kiremu a wo hwɛ nimu sɛ ene obetumi di nkunim over Accra House of Folk no pay mene kase na sɛ alatu letrase ɛwɔ efisem no ɔde ho nsɛm ɛbae saa nso ɛna ye mebu na omundi emuru mfihya makoma kwaduo no under 24 no nso na no ne ba South Africa for ebo 22 ɛwɔ Accra Sports ne no ɛna mpedimfo a omudi team nanim ene team ni na ɛka Ghana for so mo gidie mapa South Africa for party ebekwa kutwia for one so ewo return lega eba so nimo.
For more stories log on to our website adomonline.com and of course myjoyonline.com for detailed updated stories, credible ones of course, on all our handles.
Sawo panchiremu ya ewo nsem ni mu bebrebe nanso ene nsam wan de ekọ ne eba fresh ya wodi wani ebe chiremu ewo adomonline.com ena fe no myjoyonline.com okoho a nsam no ye kuruchi afofra papa ne eba ne nkenso kura ene ye kuruchi ede egu ho a okoho nso a ubenya bi nso na watimi akenkan.
ɛna yɛyi ɛde ɛfiri hɔ anɔpa yi a yɛde yɛaka nyinaa no ɛde ba yɛmfa dadwene no emra sisi a Ken Kaninja atena se wɔde dadwene no ɛba na yɛwia mɛkɔ ɛyɛ Scotland na makodi nkɔmɔ medical te ho akyerɛ sɛ Emmanuel J player about the national under 20 and Dundee United about Remo Akoje ni signature and never copy mo Scotland in Dundee na yane no bedi nkomo kakra na yahwe graduation say dey see eko ene nyoma eko yepa o hear the number of games our boy Israel in Ashdod na scout to D na chia na musan ebefa na utim say time no aso e de ama Emmanuel J nti wa woni Emmanuel J no called the under 20 African games I bought Ghana na na he played an instrumental part of that squad boy. Enti ya no ebedi nkomo kakra bi na o match but eni no bedi nkomo kakra bi na fi ahwe said AC etie. Okay, Ken Brian.
Papa.
Yeah.
Enwa ene na nsane ne ene ye share National Sports Authority nkomo yi ase.
Yeah.
Na a matter of concern yes saying atuan nkoba so ene simply because of how NSA ankasa omujumedie per previous administration or for some time now aye ewo man mo obi anim say NSA no they've been mismanaged NSA no ayenim say omo ewo nyoma bebre oso omo ye ede buama agudie no ekonenim no papa enoma bi a NSA for no eye no especially when it comes to power play and no enama nyanya the smooth run of NSA and the kind of progress here our National Sports Authority wo inti papa NSA nkomo ba sebi mpreduasa na nye otan no bi tan wo bi ananso obi pese ose obi adwuma ana obi pese ogo obi ho fi but ehunu be penti na aboasere wo gege ne bagura na de ni atubush nani at the bush because you won't be paying.
Na sa be no ti ase.
Oh, e won't be paying.
Ah na boasre wa ejije ne ba na oyi ne.
Kan brofo na menhwe.
Da bi nya ne bro. Eze o te sa be na ase.
Ese
yes ya ase wa hu. Ni ma boasre wa.
Aboasre wa de benim. Anoma na ketekete onyini da. Ne otia na otie ne. Enye onne asre wa.
Asre wa. Ana na no fia. Na yese unse omo bo mu nkosu afofo na ne mani susa. Me chow benasi o.
Okay.
Never took to do.
Okay.
Na a do time I watch him how to fly. What the no eso womo ataba no mu. No or the nebane tu akosoro. Or the ni tu kosoro na we jeni mu. Enti se nebane timi e paddle na taba na just say or train how to fly but okay. Na the banning to me paddle non sustaining in air no side na no na san yakoso na tabanu and in penny say asrewa baako batan e che ne ba etu na ogya ne mu a oba be tofom no na ne banning to me paddle na tabanu a obetimi sustaining ti we say ne ba ne be hwefom
okay
nto o ye fast de na no aso na tabanu o ti na ni na no fia no na akọwo ne banani o ti ase na no fia na ko di ko sebi no
akowo nani
ama ne ba na ye den efiri mu enti no mu ebu sa be no se obu ni sen
ehunu bi penti ene abo aserewa ogege ne ba gura na wayi nani ato
enchen o wayi nani anto enchen na o de nani ko ha na no ebekọ akọwo no to yi nani no to enchen se de be ya wonfa na no nko
ne papa wa chire mu ampa
pepe na
NSA dwuma yi sa
ye hu penti na asem we ba ye ka bia ye yi ani atonchen
se ne be o chine nko wo ye ni enu anti ne ye kin na papa ye ka ne sa no wo hwe NSA no kwa ya me anim ni me feel say the frictional bubba ya anhwe ni ya
Obisi way is by the fireside story.
Papa, NSA fresh in here. Ye pese, ye killing no as soon as possible.
Mami, myself, 4 questions. Question number 1. Do you think say Yampo Fwan Kraubai, or there's some revival about NSA?
No 2 ways about that.
Ghana
nobody can argue about that.
Ghana for you
for sure.
I'm only asking
the trust and for new NSM no yampofo anka buy no be revival sa gidie no.
And you also are said to the fact Obaye the last 10 months Obaye without a board and without a board chairman no wa ye adwuma with the interest of Ghana at heart say mpenfo ni ho de but o say metimi miam ho nyankrofo e ma adwuma ni timi because ne be qualifiers. Do you also agree so why adwuma?
That is somebody odo adwuma no pese adwuma no konanim nti de bia ya na ye ne sports director di nkoma o say mentwen ma ye ma opposition ansa na we show leadership and that is pure leadership on the part of Yampofo Anka. Say nkofo they are supposed to be there nkomebua ne ma na adwuma no aye smooth na ye easy no hwa how onukro wo na sankofo ni na maye no wetimi governance aboade nkofo abamama ye dwumama ns ankasa aye krabehwe amunome ina da kwan so as if there was a board chairman but all these people ni nyina no they less contributed to 10 months of adwuma owura ni didi Yampofo Anka nko atimi aye no what you make can I say?
But do you who will believe we say there's a form of witch hunting against that young man?
Oh, for sure. And there, who beside me nkase there be. Me who pa estati yenyende. Estati yenyende. But me feel say, you know, as o mind papa, any nyina Ghana for no. We need to find a proper way of going about it. What Yampofo Anka ayediama NSA for the past 10 months and sana omanpenin at the board any board chairman Erbano. He needs to be applauded than the way they fasono. Yes, or see a bona basumum than quiet than a fasono. Yes, I will not sit on radio on this big platform and claim as if we say Yampofo Anka sabi imprediasa say regulations in the constitution of NS no man ho kwan say na appointment bi oye no ye betumi ato aso a make catch the board and say me betena ha abetu Dr. Fred Awafo say on mass appointment here dey enkoso. But what I'm saying is say it shouldn't look like elimination by rough tactics.
No, okay.
What you say? Okay. Because those people saved the mother Ghana no ya kan ho asem no. Those people just no more in the capacity omo boyema NSA ni nim satete apansam no and na aya attractive ma Dr. Fred Awal ababe boche ne he can be proud and go around be telling people say he is now the board chair of the board unwa Yayedama National Sports Authority.
Again, Edmura me who this post by FM Yampofo Anka. And I want to read.
Okay.
I say I take full responsibility for my actions. I did what was best for the NSA at a critical time without a board. The bottom line was getting results, and those recruited have so far delivered. Exactly. And after seeing this post, the respect I'm a woman. That young guy,
yes,
also taking responsibility for everything.
The underlying word is that responsibility.
We're taking full responsibility.
Full responsibility.
Because at that moment, it was the resource, not the effort.
Good.
And it's na resource now, ma. You be blaming on no. And whether board or no board, no, or making sure that the country be achieving the much needed resource.
I agree. I agree.
The much needed resource, no.
I agree.
Because me sure say that time and now qualifiers, Comoros, Chad, and then Mali, and the and as a resource now ama yen as a
any match free hand yakobo baby fufra and qualify for World Cup here.
And kebetwa yawuti.
Nanka no ko dead on arrival.
Kebetwa niti. Me dey one thing pe. And I know for sure say in all my years as a journalist I made agro yachi achepa more than 2 decades. More than 2 decades. I'm a console chair. Minim say board the menka in respect of this board. But semiti say obi a board chairman. Enti wetimifa a year letterheads of the a year company be a Ghana airport. Na board chairman. Na makofa Ghana airport letterheads. Na me draw letters without the consent of Ghana airport MD. I me shocking.
Yeah.
Me what I know about board me say. And everybody can come with an opinion. So we are board. Now you are appointed director general before the appointment of yourself as the board now. What you need to do is that Oba Not said that Director General or the CEO I any form of appointment, and I say why be now officer and go the where a certain well with you only rectify it.
Exactly.
You rectify it. What you say? Until you come sit down with the Director General or your CEO and say that you did this and did that and did that. Okay, in our document, when this is done, wrong. So let's try to rectify. So by rectifying it, let's make us okay. Everybody employed at this period, reapply. You are rectifying the aspect.
And this is the positions they are available.
They are saying you rectify, but you don't come and say, I want to revoke everybody. You get the point. That is where Ubibenya Adjunibi said there is something wrong with the two people. What you say?
And Papa, you are not far from right. You are not far from right because and we share. Enwa enkoma mebedi ye any the interpretations by the Sports Act 2016 now can kind the duties and the functions of the National Sports Authority in penimfoni be what you say the governance of National Sports Authority or the governing body of the National Sports Authority yebenya chair yebenya board nenya board chairman neya ba the Director General edisenia about the last person at the gate of the National Sports Authority. In fact, the truth of the matter is when you read obia functions any obia duties papa no cry woman say Director General NOC to the day-to-day administration or the running of the National Sports Authority. Into omubeye jumanankasa at NSA no. Sabi in predes so omune Director General nebeye juma. What you say? The board can recommend no two ways about it. If the board feels say Papa Myxtro is good and can serve in this capacity, the board can recommend such a person to the Director General of the National Sports Authority. But the board cannot even impose somebody on the Director General. The board cannot single-handedly do appointment. Board chairman to me no appointment. Board chairman cannot single-handedly do appointment because he's coming to work with the Director General. Director General na day-to-day running of the NSA.
And interestingly,
board the policies, strategies.
Interestingly, na enra na manfo kase. Yebra Kwadubonsu eba as board chairman oba ho. Kwadubonsu ba as board chairman wo no. Na omuni obi a wo chief
operations officer. Okay.
And your chief operation officer.
Okay.
All the activities and operations at the NSA now on the scene so.
Sure.
What you say? And even Sekwadubonsu ba office or Horoma, what was his business? As the board chairman. Who are office now? Because Juma Dada. You can be a worker, a civil servant somewhere, and still become the board chairman of the NSA.
Because board the
what you say? And for instance, Dr. Awale, why a lecturer? And it's a now more meetings and other policies there. One more form of meeting because board members be in a juma. And how should you come and sit there? Director General is there, the chief operating officer is there. In fact, all the functions are working. Working effectively. Obi send a message. My kind message.
Can I make a message?
Message. We know NCI. Penny for bar. Wait, DJ Richmond.
Okay.
What's a good morning, Myxtro, please. We don't need any board chairman because Yampofwanka and his cohorts can work effectively like they are doing. And the DJ Asari, anyway, Eddie Ebae. Where is simple put? President should change the board chairman for the sake of peace. And Jones Uruku Abrokwa Mantin, Eddie Ebae. And this one says, Myxtro, I am a worker at the NSA, but this is the truth. Yao Ampofwanka is the target. Apparently, information reaching us, the board chairman wanted the ministerial job and later lobbied for the NSA post. The genesis of this agenda to tarnish 10 months of hard work that raised the profile of the NSA. This is not about Yao Ampofo-Ankra recruiting 17 party members to tackle a crisis situation at the NSA. It is about a diabolical plan to take him out. And we at the Ebae, I say Nidini Richmond from the NSA. Richmond, okay, thank you very much. We'll check and see how Sanyo Manyo ABC Ako. And some of your messages so Abba Harama.
Inti Papa, I mean me Trinity ano. Me media ne say Yampofo Ankra is not bigger than the board chair. Obienim say ocheki organogram no sana sitie. But then again, the board chairman should not make it look like as if you're Franka by no. Nisu nimfa so omo ne omo nante no omo anya hwea mfa ma NSA no.
The Professor Chumesi na hold this time. And board chairman biaba and o yesia kebia you need to support the boy.
Oh yes.
Because on no buy no.
But this
young man very quiet, very meek, very gentle. As oh yeah, juma no. Andaji. Na no nam kofodia.
Yeah.
Na no nam ha. Na no nam ha. Ah won she danti dede kese bia.
Say ukomi krom takradia second esipon. Esipon pe juma omo ye wo ho pa ne. Omo
ye face 2.
Omo ye face 2 no. So wo video so no. Omo ye face 2 ho. Ani na
the Obia can't through the process of a year or appoint you be to the civil service in the process they go through. I want to agree. Maybe the say same party and I had 2 appointments.
Yeah.
So the idea behind it is that woman in a party ma enti asumdwe woman enti sauba na appointment be akoso empo na ye basa as the board chair together with your board you rectify it.
Yeah.
You rectify it because the fate of even the acting director general lies on the in the bosom of the board chairman and the board.
Yeah.
Before, in fact, president didn't bow or acting crown. Yabejina tum amano permanent position.
A body.
And so you have the power over the director general. And so why can't you get that oversight power a war over and form by rectifying the appointment than revoking it?
Yeah.
Because ask yourself, be that a year regulation a govern the NSA whether the powers of the board chairman it me arrogated to the point of revoking a year appointment.
The
duty of the board.
Yeah, a duty of the board.
Almost set it up to rectify the
board and then I'm papa ni to me. So on board chairman.
So your board chairman board amount power. You right to rectify them. You don't revoke them. Ultimate point nothing.
We don't care you were poka vimu anka mekasa ema ye hu meeting na omo call ye ne nkomo omudi ye ne chese pepe omudi sansem we kosi but you know ye de asomdwe ne ye pe and ye pe growth especially when it comes to NSA no because NSA one de kanka wo NSA and kwanya NSA from some time now and also for some time now in conforbi arane NSA pe omanka so selfish gains and selfish interest in inti and yem pese ye besa call that regime again papa say besa call run a whole national sports authority ye be kwa ye NSA ni biemu a ebe base enkofobi ye NSA no all because they want to please themselves but not necessarily so ye dwomanema o mamuni na no enya da benefit to no ye nya pese ye nya no nti NSA ne de ye jaso hwehwe omuniomam sebi mprediesa board chairman onne ye fan say ye were ampofo anka omontenase ne kwan paso te se ne wo kan omonjojo no monhwe kwan papa betumi afaso a omama work tirelessly to make sure say the government no receive any backlash with regards to maintaining the national facilities in NSA no and what the responsibility the prime duty of maintaining it and then making sure say enoma be koso no akoso fine amende board chairman abano all the other board members should come into this conversation.
Emmanuel J story no na mo shabano ha mo bra na me invite wo imade no be a minute or two na femi wi a me pese me call Scotland sisi Adam ne Emmanuel J edin komo kakra na ehwese de sisi jo fa Emmanuel picture no beto YouTube page no so ma me sisi a mo shaban good morning
Papa Myxtro
bibi aboko
pa announcer
me ho ya pa okay National Under-20 star Emmanuel J.
Also about CAF Confederation Cup, no Gina, Dreams FC team, no, and play key role in Dreams FC team now and Omoko Africa could do semi-final, second leg until the second leg I be Yumuna. Now Abdul Karim to key player,
instrumental player.
One missy one game, and from there under 20 you win exploits and versatile.
Very versatile.
Bobby Bia.
Na ni position pani is 6.
Yeah, obet be about defense
but 3 hono
obo
3 hono
yes
and na oba center of the defense 4 and 5 hono
oboni na
I mean one Ghanaian player be what that versatility
versatile and na me share ni performance under 20 but anyame one because the oye Dreams FC Africa no such a young talent akola kitikiti obo Africa to say wabobida no and this where the players are Emma Dreams FC 2022-23 CAF Confederation Cup because obu Zamalek mo won say na me woni picture bi na e bo Dreams FC e bo Zamalek na players 3 are surrounding na ogine mu so person defending or blocking ball
ne physique kwa na
I'm not
very
surprised
physical
the progress no enye yes the progress
very physical and we are born winner midfield defense left back
it's one of the reasons Kana Abdul Karim Zito bought 3 back ombre because 3 back no support or the back 3 no was at the point say back 3 no kwa no obi ekonenim bebra obo say Emmanuel Ejaba and sometimes let me be say or defender now a DM because obetumi abo defense no ama now asan be body DM no and he plays every role and your coach now was such a player umbre was because he gives you all the options or hard working what's apart from talent now or hard working
was a discipline
yes 90 minutes no obema the best of performance and obo Dreams FC man negative story even red cards crowd yes of course
so that is your boy Emmanuel Ej and other YouTube page and so very humble and we have very good profile the profile me kama pa
no he's such a young talent about Confederation Cup about semi-final and about under 20 then biom na Aka for now he is also here Jumana no obe rather the top the Black Stars that should be target Emmanuel Ej I was say Edan ni so say sisi a me hu bibia o GP no Africa ma bobi ma bo under 20 and player bia no obo the junior national team the focus is to graduate to the senior national team enti penny performance na also here Jumaden or here Jumaden for me obetimi aboewu
anytime
yes new deal it's a new deal
no we but the nekra na be the first game against Aberdeen omene Dundee and Ebo and in fact the scout of Scotland team no omako Israel over there 8-10 times just because of that boy because every other time bi ombeko so obo left back up or very very instrumental obo DM now ye rightful position now obi antimi area and oba chire so and Scotland for it was Adam say there be show mu team now ni player bit so no
David was abrofo no omo talent no omo technique no unima ade di beat omo ahondini no aden
okay
enti se wo saade ni mienu no dia omo team no obebu because technique no omo start sua omo France and Emmanuel Ej o hwe ni progress or pass it through the hands of good coaches from Abdul Karim Zito to Desmond Affair at under 20 and we training now omudi na femu ama ninim de na akosro and at the point na even when you are watching the GPL because a professional player because a decent progress we kwa no me Achama yes per the AJ I watched because sometimes under 20 team now we feel so a foreigner
no the ball but unse nansiana kanija mu na omdo mbrofo so player we dey ambidextrous the play na say na
ni nambo nkum ni fa ina ye aduma
na no nye brofo papa na muto da we le bia ni wiase a obeye ambidextrous o ka say bibi ambidextrous na che say wonsa mienu and that team dey bibi at ease o just say but you can ambipedal and just say
left and right
a leg
but also per left no so pa
per left in pa say no you not dominant what just say very very interesting player to watch Shena very interesting to watch
how many DMs can
left
and yentanye
but you see abofo so we left especially so bo 4 and 5 o pe player we left
so once Muntari no ball left once na special players omo bo midfield omo side left no ye twiti special na ni edin kwa dia yen kana and ejuma na dodo na
you think any time so because for obi obeko Ashdod and the contribution videos in be at the YouTube the contribution when you season na a hold on D and they read the figure omo e dey to dey akofa the services of
I am happy with happy with the progress. My very very impressed.
Story any buy Adam say no I will say Ghana for nyina me hu ni say the time na so because Blasters here we say no so obenya player back a otimi bo positions be mienu miensa enan no Edding, I think say Caleb Irenchi and Oba otimi say otimi kobo 2 apart from Caleb me player bia
a lot of
but
options.
This boy can give you options be 4
Papa me see we need special talent here. A whole BBC doesn't write story about you when him say me no kase ya 2nd February busumi ya wo mu ya no senior Scottish reporter and he did it Tyrone Smith and ni what a whole article on BBC about Emmanuel J. Inti onye player sebi previous or mole player. Born there to send na friend say Mo Shaban Ekin. We pass it through the ranks, you know. I mean the youthful ranks we pass it through the male and just look at his level. And then yes who koni team Dundee moi coach and the Jim Goodwin. Or you be say on funny the agro because we say the passion and the zeal and even the hunger Emmanuel J. moi he's one for the future and they say me ni kone ho ni monitor ye ni mana konya ni ban platform ni ya obetumi deliver e dey ama any team be obebo regardless whether club side or national team so me feel say Tisenia Karim Zito egumu no ede ne ba Africa oba na 20 and the Desmond Affair any baby wa ba bedu ukos corner ni omo ni Aberdeen Airboy e with the Scottish football ni mo Premier League na make kan wasemi I want a Celtic ni Scotland Rangers mu na no e wo anameboa nti say hora wakwa kopie na osi akan Papa me feel say the technical handlers of our Blasters especially now that your midfield enya ne na so your midfield din nyina ne na so kra your left back enja Papa in fact we are concerned for Blasters World Cup ayebekwa positions nyina na so pa left back in the midfield and the technical team the scouting team of Blasters should open their tentacles and make sure say Myxtro omo we no across Scotland we dey monitor Scottish League there will be and the Dundee any Aberdeen Airborne Papa ochene the whole resource ni ehombo poye ebeba show ni so
mame nkoi na me hwese menya Emmanuel J ewo ahoma ne so a Ima Utimenka very good morning to you na wapom eyeboko edie
good morning Pacho mapom eyeboko Pacho na so
nyame adom me ho eye papa okay na anope Scotland te sen wo ho
Pacho no pe die bibia boko pa
congratulations and so from the national under 20 discipline and performance do copy more Ashdod and they will be PMO Dundee no I just say wabo homodin but how is it for you at the same feeling it is same for you say and they will the Scottish Premier League no
Pacho feelings in the many Japan because it's easy say menya da kunya no Scotland Premiership na mabo inti menya Japan
Ghana for be na today bi kai o fami ko eche kakra Ghana ha teams ben na obo ya de bewura mu ewo Ashdod and never kopie mu ewo Scotland ni
Pacho baby ameshashi free Shalom FC easy second division to straight to Premiership na easy kra na aseda bibire nkoma me manager waboa me pa because easy se me bo second division na straight to Premiership and aseda bi unso nkoma kozito omuni na boa me ba dreams no na niema nkoyi but kozito jina na so ekache me say obema mama e player and them baby nti asida bibre enkomo nti me ba dreams no eniema ekoyi kakra mamia na ya start say ball you win the FA Cup and you started say about CAF Confederation. So the one I'm DBPMO Israel and Maba Scottish Premier League Dundee United. So
yeah. But me Kyle Kakra the national under 20 no. And I say one more than the blue almost Kakra and I say the city about the African games no.
Yeah, easy, but under 20, all African games now, boy, you know. I said that be almost come out with Desmond.
Yeah,
because I think maybe I can't put on mini damn peak, mini damn form, but with Desmond catch him say, well, whom ya into Obama and Yakom, Obama, my build this me peak in Ibium.
Okay,
so. I think say your first game man started. Man started on my bench and me be second half and me performing good. And after then no me babeje me position no and after then no so no games boy na me put up my best.
Okay.
So share all African games now like me ball and I was very happy.
Very well. My main from Ashdod Kakra. Ashdod, how many games now boy the Israel Premier League now position pa no because what I know a boy be no dan no and no ha e china bo and no ha bo ha Ashdod now bo position ben pa
Ashdod member 6 holding midfielder. When me position pa but and I make say I said that we bring Koma Kozito because time I me dream sales no position bi odem bebu bia me nkasa na me bo do na me ball center back da na me ball left back da but anytime bia on say midfielders dey na be dreams but anytime bia bia your left back no either so we pra no na ma say Jamie person ko ball left back o ma catch and coach but you enti I say no na e build me say and found it baby I make team ebia they will put me say member center back.
Okay.
They will put me say member left back. Nine I was a member. So my position can say 6 holding midfielder.
Now holding midfielder no qualities be na wo because me dey say games are matching now why you want to say we destroyer ball no you lose a be destroy say kutai so ultimate pass it na no pass be our mama mu player ba ku shegu na ano shepa qualities be na wo apart from the mehwin
me qualities anka say me a ball winner like
yeah
me a ball winner if the team na lose possession I think say me a best ball winner like say ball no if your team na lose possession and on me like me strength
they lose you are not
winner there pepe
and now passing rate you know so I say accuracy kakra wo achire pa
yeah say team holding me for that there we juma bebre who win balls who destroy balls who gain possession for your team ne sanya man and ubesa a good passer so I think say that quality sini na no yeah ubenya bi o mi mu.
Oh okay. Yeah. But about the left back and and also so qualities be now the ball left back because your blasters left back or the honomo pa no qualities be now
the kaka me I can find left back no say one me defensive rate no osoro me a very good defensive defensive and a ban of passing so
yeah
me a good and yeah, to me, we bring so left back. So I think that one is helping me a lot.
To say, I will say for yes, banana crosses, no, I'm a strikers, no, ahead, yes, no, and we are there also.
Yeah, me are there, because Oshe some games are me ball left back, even in Ashdod, yeah, me ball left back. Oshe some games in Nana, me like. Me ball left back me perform me good me give you some crosses ne sanya manini na so I think say also me a good one
but if you say call up MIA if you say check the amawa na because woman more assure on messages in our say or performance no I was sure I was saying Casamre when you call up. Why are you ready? Are you matured enough say I was say Emmanuel J in your Black Stars a call up?
Yes, my ready pa. If says share throughout Megenia from CAF Confederation I think me put up my best. So I think now no a chance mamia if they call me I'll be happy to come. So I'm framing Quadia, I'll be happy. I think this time is the best for me to maybe play in the Blasters.
Wow. O strength what you say now. Ujina finfi hono man ka beboa party no mama o motima wonders ba ana
try.
Wow. Na Black Stars games na ya na onya opportunity hwe makoma bi.
Yeah, me share be pa I think on my last game on boy say me share be pa.
Say what you now tap you feet say come na me bought 3 year, come na me bought 6 year. Anka me na ya den na wakopie mu ewo Scotland sesi e
the meet me I can say one say so ubo team me always be me bobo me agent be catch me say them here me performance.
Okay.
If say you are performing good and a team say bound. So I think say my performance and the mabidurua bibia anka ho biem. Any nyankopon. I think say nyankopon my performance and the mabidurua.
Okay, dear na you expecting free Emmanuel J hold him say wako a new club and I'm told say how much the 2 so to na ye dear heavy pa and they will expect so much from you. A dear na young Ghana for so expecting free ho abra this year World Cup season, you know.
The kaka bit me aka almost expecting from me want to say me performance me put here me no and so I'm me catch almost say they should believe in me. Me put it that performance and I'm an abrosa and Mr. Which is now Ghana Blasters no mama me coming. If I'm not performing I'm okay because performance any different players.
Yeah, okay. And I agree with you. Ebiana Israel no obi an shedan fa nani eni wachi e wo hono obi an fa nani eni wachi wo hono but me sure say they was ya call say otoado ne mrantie enye umfomani eni wachi no I think say it's a good call but obesa otina Scotland the chair and I say ombesa obeche obesa movie on.
No ana me ka say te say na me.
Hello, Ima.
I think say hello.
Maybe I show you too.
The ultimate sports show.
Networking. Kasa.
I think say aha mo good step emami. Big club I think that one too is okay.
And the next 1 year the season be we na bia ye hu in the EPLB and I say bia ye hu was Spain be na say oh kosra no
inshallah sa pepe.
But what da asunda ye hu say World Cup na sida
player bia no, that yes. But me dream ni say me bo Blasters. Me na me bo.
The ultimate sports show.
Yensan free mana ke rap ya pass no okay yensan enko back na ye ne Emmanuel J enko rap abnanka ye no hwe wia no na oti se network no ahase ye no bibi mo shaban utie wo ba no
mitie no se obi obo GP bia ye me superstar so
ma mensan enko hello Ima.
Yes.
Now sit there no o ta so say wo Black Stars na say World Cup na say na.
Yeah. Enye is say blasters atali ebe show. Blaster atali ebe show. So
Asempa FM.
I'm waiting for that opportunity. So the end day Eba and me pese embrem. Yeah.
Okay. And Dundee any Aberdeen never match time being and will you be in action? Send it here. Okoye could do one last week ya. Send a whole call and we receive you.
The ultimate sports show.
Oh, and I make us a team no member crown na o manage me honda that before answer na me baby so me buy no I'm very happy the way I'm receiving me, the way I'm welcome me. Like I'm very very happy. And any game no me I'm praying say me make it me debut any first game. So
okay,
I'm waiting for that opportunity too.
Very well. Yeah, but we show well, but ansana bekono edin efutu na de bema a players a ball the second division wa Ghana ha. What you say most of them no or second division na oni edi da so bia say obeba even first division nampo say waba a premier division no apiem wo Israel aba Scotland nanka on nemu nanka obeye a very future player kese de Ghana afutu obey players no bebre na de adane nsanom ne ma asem ne ade wo second division o afutu obey na de be mo
afutu kakra de be mo ni say de bia Asempa kwa meka say giving up is a sin. The be Asempa kwa meka so we a young player na we sisune bia wo second division e ya botre ene wo so wunya di hia ne say ube focus ube ball the unimu ye no ube ye eno I think say now be work hard on for training the agro like eniema e wo so wunye na mbo football career no ube ye ube tie ube bu ade ube respect it. I think say no one if to meet with my young players.
Oh, okay. Now no pay to adon so tie wa e dey na be kan kire no.
The American chain say Michiano meslen baby a edu ne dey o ma nani so endi machi. And if I'm doing well in the league, me say say obefrem na me so my baby showcase.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. And then say for 6 ne 3 ne 4 ne 5 nyina. Baby, am I ready? Baby, am I ready? Okay. Ima anope ya beda se na ya wish you well yeta wachi ya be monitor na game no so na ya ne animu ne de kakra wo ye wo dreams kakra wo ye wo national under 20 na no kra na mehwe mu game against ayi na Ghanaian player Matthew anim kujo woni nim ye no won chen ho edane twema mentwe edane sikantwe easy me kwesa game no Matthew anim kujo oya bad boy no person tete
easy
ne ho ahomte pa
why tete ne ho ahomte ro
but o chire kafia o kona ho pa me hwe
say ahode no
Wow. But he's also doing well, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Perform good pa.
Oh, okay.
Perform good pa.
Okay. Ima nyaminka ho ya wish you all the best na Ghana for so atonka e be monitor na me sure say the technical handlers of the Blasters so e be show na nyame ehira so ma bibia yi. Nyaminka ho all the best.
Amen. Medas.
Okay. Enti Emmanuel Ejay.
Kadija uti aso ka say akwatiti am.
Na zage
bateli kujo.
Me wo video no wo me phone so na me tiwa me ninka na me hwe game. Mate oni kujo.
O ha adwene.
O fa ball na. Age se wo di change. What the Israel for no wurade wo wurade yimra. Enti enya Ejay ni dia ankomu wiwie eye team no. O fa na Ejay pa no. O fa na ota no. O chere che botom. Enti yani Ejay wie em say wo wakasa.
We na de bia me kan say player bi bo GP na oba. Obi asia na wakoji wa GP play but omko na omka so ayenka. Omko na omka na mu dominate bo ayenka.
Yenka ho asem.
For example, Emmanuel Ejay.
Yeah.
Matthew Enim Kujo, and I can name them, a lot of them, Aqua, and they're more excelling. And for me, so happy with the left-footed DMR or a versatile, Asambo defense.
The energy level, no car.
Yes, or Kitabon with the left footer, and he reminds me of Suleiman Tari. Yes, and the energy level no was true. And yet, one said, "Bibi, our Bobia was so CD," and even where our Bobia no, sir. place no associate. For example, U20 your boy share performance
eventually umbeje
share Dreams FC be on the
semi-final.
Me share Dreams FC team na kwa wo fi hin ubeka se obi a wabo top tier league a wasamba Dreams FC, and these are young players. Abdul Karim Zito any come ho develop your mo
very disciplined.
Yes
untina no kasa
yes
untina nya headquarters untina no kasa.
Yes, and it looks like boys now Abdul Karim Zito develop your mo Dreams FC o ko no bi amba o share Abdul Jalilu almost captain no ono so call ye on my and so I think sometimes the coaches need to boa for the progress of this young talent, and baby I go there say Abrante in the next 2 years I just say a panic because superstar per ball or born idea was true, and we see any corner now
maybe 100 years
you guys say Hanumana overcome Zibo Asem
I mean I'm go for Zibo there
okay and only opportunity so who do yes
that's a born on say who baby na a idea with this spectacle of fairness and objectivity na area this boy I'm telling you to me or even better than Gideon Mensah. I am telling you.
Okay, I said higher na you discuss. Said you discuss.
This guy and no yeah. Okay. And Zibo buy you know how many pounds sense for. Me say enye between Ono Zibo and the others for midfield work rate me use way. Between Ono and Gideon Mensah on the left of your defense or me use way.
Yeah.
I am telling you.
He's young.
What they Pate, what they Elisha, what they Sibo, and then what any to plus this Emmanuel J. I'll pick Emmanuel J because of the age, the energy level. What the Gideon Mensah to left back, and the Emmanuel J. Matthew Gideon, your friends Emmanuel J. over Gideon.
But Papa won't say in recent times now say about Blaster technical team na Barcelona say they listen a lot.
Yeah.
If player be ba na ye kaso mu ye good kra na omu nyanhwe no a I mean omu mada fair hearing na omu tu ho anamo otiase nti I'm sure say anopeya na ye Kenya Dundee ene Aberdeen ewo crucial game ewo Scottish Premiership ni mu no de Bahamis the technical team the scouting team be die kire ye pa yeah oh ye kwen say be ye de be
in fact ya ni say no mom throw the spotlight on him na ye ma manfo ho in fact uni man pay ade ba ko ye yin say YouTube no untimi nyi video and can be Ghana for share but we are you know ye beto and yes sir and can you see what I'm saying me see the left back what Gideon Mensah into me no 10%.
And Papa is young. The guy is young.
Center ho.
And born pace na dey born in the say no. Enya when you nko Papa energy ni so account what you say. Intino I feel say I mean the current crop of players for Black Stars Emmanuel J ebeka ho a ebe good addition. Papa ebe plus.
Is it prepare
na high too much. Say mpanimfo na nyini. And then say age ni so say e nkora eduru ya na e de ma omunti. Omo heliye. Nkebani so say de nkora na ebe botim ya.
Mate Ken Kanija me da say that statistician so me da say pa. There super clash na eba so Kumasi on Sunday. Get ready. Asempa FM. Asempa FM. the big game, the super clash. Basopa medical culture say the start of the season, and the president of the Ghana Football Association, Keti Asokreku, said this season's league, you know, and the best league ever, and that ni rainy, and best league season, best super clash, and Edru, and new money ingredients. I was a game, you know, a bed also a move float, a move jama, a move brass band, a move entertainment. Just Kumashi bed Daniel Butu, and I'm saying, we are to Kese, and say, Mamma Tai Kotokoetia. I said, Nioma Ajiagupa, and Nioma Ben, no see who I was a game no more, Moshaban, see my bear, Cacredi, and Monfire Kum Kakra, now young Crescedi, City. Mo, oh, Kona Ben, Milko Milkochina. Oh, China Jumako. China Junabeko. Match in India. Match. And also Babo matches with three.
We was it here you.
Said they would see content me match and other matches.
Believe me wife never go.
Only wife never go. Sir? Any of Babo matches. After matches. Okay.
Super clash this soon.
Okay.
And Papa, I say to me Kokumasi na yakoye build up. No one say yeah wo headquarters na ya sanso akoto aso Kumasi because a game wa any woman na Papa won say do super clash.
Yeah.
Presentation no idea your man here very educative because there can be any build up to the game and it me now an insight as to what to expect in the game where you babe born and so very key. Say you bit me observing na you the facts around the big super clash. Now Papa, don't say okay say presidency we the big game we the best league ever and clearly a show based on performance teams now exhibiting the Premier League. Share the quality of play from all the teams about the 2025-26 Ghana Premier League now was true and Amana Edin the two big giants, you know, and of course, has Nikotokushia energy, no, was through a different energy. The first round, need na share, and the difference what the first round and the second round we say, na Abdul Karim Zito, head coach of Asante Kotoko, and now Didi Dramani, Eddie Bomu.
Okay.
Now the Bomu no, and Abdul Karim Zito winning 1-0, but in the second round. Prince Ousu, who is going to take charge of the Super Clash as head coach of Asante Kotoko. Now, or the Didi Dramani, but Didi Dramani as a coach, you know, Obaye, Wabu against Kotoko in the President's Cup, Olusu 2-1, and again in top 4, share Kotoko 2-0, and Omushia in the league, and Kotoko share 1-0, and so based on the recent games played between Abdul Kotoko and then Didi Dramani as a coach of Heart of Folk, game be ending in a draw.
Okay.
And possibly weekend we super clash in a draw game because
Empire
because yes because coach Didi Dramani Bokotoko Shena Nasemin show. That is the record sir Okuta. But Papa again Dema game where you're strong Emmanuel Nikane say, Papa, say, you call YouTube, I'll be say the fact and figures, but to show the history between Omumi and where you 120th league game on the board already, about 190.
Okay.
About 190. And over YouTube, I'll be fact now.
Okay.
Yeah, the 119 on Michiano. Where Baba Baye, the 120th league fixture.
Okay.
But Kotoko winning 41. Heart winning 38. And now a 40. Clearly in terms of total wins amassed, Kotoko was true. And 41. Or winning game where I call 42.
Okay.
Hearts winning game where I call 39. Say the marker say Empire no. Say Hearts winning at 39. Kotoko winning 42. And say Kotoko winning still extending the total wins. Or against Heart of Folk. And Sasna say Heart of Folk so a winner or no so to make close the gap between or no any Asante Kotoko. And that is one key thing now. Yes, going into the Super Clash. Now, Papa, yes, the fact going into the fixture and yes, the last 15 league games between Heart of Folk and Asante Kotoko. Asante Kotoko go home. Okay. The last 15 games between Asante Kotoko and Heart of Folk. And Papa, Kotoko dominating with 6 wins.
Okay.
And Heart of Folk with 3 wins.
Okay.
Yes. And Emu 6 wide.
Apai.
And clearly
Heart to Folks' last win against Kotoko was way back in the 2022-2023 Ghana Premier League. And so the last time Hearts shot Kotoko in the Premier League was in 2023, 2024, 2025, and then in 2026, first leg, how was league acquired the second leg, about 3 consecutive years are dominating Heart to Folk, and clearly and a man and also the total dominance Kotoko Enya on Heart to Folk. Yanko way back 2016, and in 2016 Heart to Folk etne Fiema Kotoko Beshen 1-0, the second leg in the pie 1-1. In 2017 Ha share Kotoko 1-0, the second leg in the pie 1-1. In 2020-21 Heart to Folk any Kotoko Asia first leg in the endi goalless draw, and a Heart to Folk Ewini the second leg. And at 2021-22 results no first leg in the pie and a second leg no Kotoko Ewini. In 2022-23 Heart to Folk any Kotoko first leg in the pie and a Heart to Folk Ewini the second leg. And from 2023-24 Aye Kotoko season, that was the return of Dr. Prosper Nate Ogum, and Dr. Prosper Nate Ogum Ababe take you over as coach of Asante Kotoko Biomuno. Results no echo back-to-back victory Edima Kotoko. And the last season Bako ending a draw, Bako could win in favor of Asante Kotoko. Now, Papa, it means that the last 5 meetings between Kotoko and Hasufukuno, the last 5 meetings, Kotoko winning 4. And about by the last 5 league meetings between Kotoko and Hatufu, Papa Tio, Kotoko winning 4. And Abako I in a draw. Now, Papa, she parting way, Mino Babe Chebibi. Now, Osha parting now. What say 1-0, no 1-1. Yes. Now, parting Emma who say usually, apart from the era Dr. Prosper Natogum Enya home and away victory against Hatufu since 2016, usually. Say almost year either say Baku in a season be ending in a draw. Now Baku in a season ako in favor of one team.
Of them,
Now say a year who follow part in way unim the actual Debbie. It was a second leg and also pie. Because 2016
exactly
1 win, 1 draw, 1 win, 2017 1 draw, 2020
1 draw, 1 win,
1 draw, 2020-21 1 win, 1 draw.
It's packing up the excitement around the game.
Yes, 1 win, 1 draw.
It's packing up
and say
excitement.
Heart to Folk enya victory now. Wa be say sa party no. Say Kotoko enya victory now. Wa go back to 2023-2024 season or dominating Heart to Folk, and so we near not just all the Heart to Folk across 6 consecutive league games one man are winless, and that is how our game no ebabeko. Now Papa yenko yenim na yenhwe because we are building up na yenhwe teams ni performance the omo ye, but this is Kotoko. Once I say the last 21 games at Kotoko abo ewo league ni move a year fee no on lose ye. Now loser on lose ye in the last 21 games no. Emu 16 a win for Kotoko, and then Emu 5 are ending in a draw. And so Kotoko in the last 21 consecutive league games unbeaten, and again okuta a tough record. Now Papa the man ye ni can say Kotoko starting the unbeaten run with Heart of Folk after losing to Nations FC on the 17th of November 2024 no, and obe share Heart of Folk 15th December 2024, and other starters are unbeaten streak no, and we maintaining sa records now manako 21. My Heart of Folk ababe ye the 22nd team was ababe share ni biom after starting their unbeaten run against Heart of Folk. So bet me atoaso I'm maintaining your unbeaten run now. Again, Oshe Asante Kotoko this season we bought 10 matches in the Premier League at home, and in 10 matches I bought at home, you know, we're winning 6, and I draw 4. Now draw no the likes of Midiama Kobo 2-2, Brekum Chelsea Ekobo draw against team my friend Asante Kotoko, and yes, some of the results are Ankoye Heart of Lions going to pick a points against them, but then we no see a sin chenya make us continuously Kotoko have dominated 6 wins, 4 draws in 10 matches.
Wow.
But Okwako won the 11th game against Heart to Folk this season. But Heart to Folk already bought a total of 11 away games. And 11 away games are Papa Myxtro. Heart to Folk abono.
11 away games.
We lose only 2. We lose only 2. And that is against Karela United and against Mediama Sporting Club. Meaning now see away games. And Heart to Folk elusu that 2 games, you know. And Papa, sa 2 matches has elusu. When him say one shego, Obo Karela shani 2-0. Mediama so no 1-0. But again, Heart to Folk last 2 away matches on conceding we winning in now. Washe United, Washe 11 wonders, Washe 4 goals and a year unbeaten in the last 2 after losing to Mediama Sporting Club, you know. Obia Enfa Bo Ento Natsnimu away. That is the last 2 away matches are Heart to Folk Abo United and also against Timwa your friend 11 wonders. Enti Oko the 3rd away game after going 2 games unbeaten. And Okwako Shatima the last 21 matches will feel all unbeaten winning 16 and now what draw a move 5. Again, Heart to Folk Nikuta the most away wins in the Premier League this season. The most away wins in the Papa Myxtro. HL say and the likes of Dreams FC Wakwako Shomu away, Washe Hohoi, Washe 11 wonders and performance no kwa away or to meet Chema won't say Baseke only stars Munaya Saita. Heart to Folk to me a show more away. Now again in the 11 now, we boss so far away now we winning move 5 no, and we lose 2 now we draw 4 no. Positively or feelings or no so kwa away okuta a strong squad or the kwa kupinti Asante Kotoko. Now Papa, we 2 teams here to Kotoko and the second side that Washe goes pa.
Second side that Washe goes pa.
Apart from Mediama Sporting Club, Kotoko you then free scoring side in the league. And again, Heart to Folk and the second least most goals scored in the league. Papa Uti, Kotoko the second side that was more goals. No?
But how's it there?
The least, second
least.
After 11 wonders. 11 wonders are 14. Heart to Folk are 15 in the Premier League. And then Kotoko total goals no also 28. And Okuta going into the fixture against Heart to Folk. Now 28 are Kotoko Ashen Papa. Unim say the second best side in terms of goal scoring. Emu 17. Or in the second half. Emu 17. Or in the second half. And then the remaining ones in the first half. And Heart to Folk 15 hours or 7 in the first half. 8 in the second half. Kotoko a free scoring side more
than Heart to Folk
in terms of second half. Once say Kotoko 9 more. In the second half, though Heart to Folk share in the second half, no, but the total goals tally, no, Kotoko are ahead of them. Inti so Kotoko bet in the power, in the second half. But Heart to Folk, with the blend of first and second half, it means that a bit me in the first half
or in the second half.
In the second half,
goes in the north, goes in the north. We see now we are
Kotoko Kwako bought against the best defensive setup team in the Ghana Premier League. And that is a team my friend Heart to Folk. We are conceding just 7. And Papa Myxtro 7 are Heart to Folk are conceding. You know, the total goals conceded more in the second half 4. And first half 3. And Odi Kwakushia Asante Kotoko. Also are conceding pa and we are conceding a total of 15 goals. Odi Kwakushia Heart to Folk. Also are conceding 9 in the second half. It's possibly Heart to Folk so the advantage of Kotoko. So second half goals conceding, no, able to me into the game. Now, Papa, the big question here, these 2 teams, why energy not announced? And Peter Amidu Aqua due to injury onto me Sia Kai, but Lord Amwa available. Mame, the possible starting 11 of both sides. Na Afiyento and Comonos na Mame Kotoko no the home team. Na Papa, me pese we but mama me 2 teams now. Na me pese Papa Myxtro say. Yeah, by your comparison, 2 goalkeepers, strikers, no, head to head, one they heavy, and
my listeners, no,
say you bet me appropriately. Now, for your my listeners, Mohammed Kamara, Benjamin Asare. Now, we had to for goalkeepers 3 are Achia, goalkeepers need 3 and Achi so far. Benjamin Asare, Solomon Agbesi, Sharif Schweib. Na sa goalkeepers 3 ya achi. Benjamin Asara keep 8 clean sheets.
Okay.
Solomon Agbesi keep 7 clean sheets. Sharif Schweib keep 1. In total, Heart of Oak ama 3 goalkeepers na momo 16 clean sheets in 21 league games.
Wow.
And that is a big positive one. Because a team no the defensive setup in the goalkeeping side near solid. And then Kotoko, Mohamed Kamara, and Dari Aziz,
Asempa
Kotoko combined 13 clean sheets going into the fixture. In terms of clean sheets, so now where you have to focus last 5 away matches, Papa, she has last 5 away matches. Karela Asheno, Oni Ejiana Bodro, was Midiama Asheno, was Shehohoi. Ashe 11-1. The day now who are party nature say has either so obesheno and obesho again has he caught into away games say one shegua possibly opponent nisha on to me here then so kotoko she one go na a bed that be se kotoko she one to you kotoko she one go a bed din say has be back because of the recent a year away performance has so kwashe one a bed din say kotoko bed then a betty because has sha opponent into minty and as the opponent nisha has into minty. But don't forget the history that backs that say Baku winning first leg now possibly second round into me and they in a draw. But then again Dr. Prosper na Teogumba bet say sa record in the 2022-23 season na otumi eboaya Kotoko dominated. But Papa me say Myxtro bibi
quick Friday
from 2020-21 Papa show from 2020-21 say both sides nikoshia only observation am I because usually from 2020-21 coach bia obe take over Kotoko Oshe House of Folk bia no already in the previous season team bi okuta bia no upper hand against Heart of Folk. Now
we are so records in the next 2 minutes here wrap up all records I say before Kotoko has fixture whether first round or second round Baku up sacking coach. Now the sacking coach results saying anybody. That's all yes I
usually and Papa and Osha Dr. Prosper Nate Ogum in the 2020-21 no kutawafa okaya no kutawafa when him say say na has no oni wafa has ni wafa share no share wafa share has of 1-0 Yusufu Ate. That was the second round of the 2020-21 season. Last game match day 34 Obabe take over Kotoko no the following season 2021-22 oni House of Folk share no oni the ball draw back no share has back and okoye and osamba biom 2023-24 oba no oshe House of Folk 3-2 and then osanso share 2-0 ewo home then okoye no Abdul Karim Zito be take over no unim say Abdul Karim Zito the last game as Dreams FC head coach oshe House 1-0 University of Ghana Stadium and Kotoko in the first game against Heart of Folk and in a draw. That was last season second round. Goalless draw across Sports Stadium. And again, Osan Shan across Sports Stadium in the Premier League this season. And Oshan 1-0. So usually the past year coaches omkuta some good results going into fixtures against team a year House of Folk. Say coach no good record. No kwako share House of Folk na enye dem. But unim diama na twist kakra bem. Prince Owusu taking over as a coach of Kotoko no track records be playing against Heart of Folk and Emma Adieno Humpa Edima both sides. But the last time Heart of Folk Eshe Kotoko Kumasi Babara Sports in the league game was way back 2015 and also man ye den Kotoko dominance. But Adeba kwa me pese very key and me pese yeshe the two teams and the two teams Oshe Heart of Folk starting 11 Kotoko possible starting. It was a Kevin Osesi be me say Heart of Folk last game due to illness. Waba na Ali Muhammad so ewo ho obesi akan e di ama Heart of Folk na afi Kujo enso wo ho no Gordon Kujo enso another defender possibly with me opportunity to play for a team my friend Heart of Folk na Kotoko Samba O'Neil Henry Antu the two pillars are omejine as two center backs na Joseph Amwa, what do you say your boy ahead of Patrick Esiedu from the left side. Now I feel Lord Amwa and so Abo from the right side for Asante Kotoko. Now this is the two teams.
Okay.
Now how to
Friday better than
so Friday say me walk come so be friend.
You be free come
so na be ati how we go and
no pass I know what we are sorry.
I know we are sorry. Yes, no man sorry. And Papa. Papa and so you should the midfield battle and also the midfield battle of these two teams now. Possibly Hubert Jehu, Prince Bedu, Papa, Prince Bedu, no so observing it clearly. Yes, Prince Bedu, Abba, Hubert Jehu, Bewo Hodman, and possibly Kotoko will go with Walid Fuseni, and Walid would also be part of the midfield. Asante Kotoko. Then the attack, Saka Dauda, Hodnam, na Abet Amwa, na Morifin Donsu, and so with the options of Inusa Adams, Kwame Poku, because Peter Amidu due to injury no only available for the clash, and then had to focus two attackers, Hamza Issa and then Abrantia and Mauli Wayo, and we had two attackers, and how to possibly go with the 3-back. Now Omenya 2 wing backs no joining the midfield. Omenya more players in the midfield. Rafael Amponsa, Abdul Karim, and Hussein Mohammed. Now Gordon Kujo. Amankwabe from the flanks. Then Hussein, Hamza, Mauli Wayo, Kotoko, Walid, Prince Bedu, Hubert Jehu, Morifin Dosu, Abet Amwa, Saka Dauda were your possible starters for the teams. And Papa, the last one, the strikers are your show facts and Abet Amwa this season. The performance na fina wakwaba and so call by what share back against Basekeno. Goes not and maybe you'll be a bit
sorry.
They once said Morifin don't share the first goal against
House of Folk,
and yes, and it was the first time I had to folk I consider go in the first half. Yes, Morifin don't support to at name and yeah, share how I know to beat me and Papa. A game near Nikapa. Morifin don't so.
I'm from Matilda, my man, or Brem Bibia.
Matilda
Brem Bibia,
Matilda, Baby Pimwa, or Mammy Mura support. Papa, and a tough one. And you be sure.
Match where you mean you support to be other.
Yes, but Papa, also two teams now and heavy.
A year house no got to
two teams.
Meaning I heavy. No meaning I heavy. And I'm back here heavy. I said, be sour. One heavy.
Oh, me and I heavy.
Oh, that. On your bema.
Oh, that will like heavy. Oh, I have said about the heavy.
Matilda do too much. Matilda, good morning.
Good morning, my show.
Not to say,
I
said me who watch it.
Michelle, so hear me. I be who me. Can you not see what hear me to be our name? Oh,
where's your tree?
Maybe I will see a tree.
Let me be so quabritry.
Oh, I'm so quabritry. Say me feel chrome high, and maybe I say black queens 2 or 1 and I'm so no more apart from that. Oh, Morocco,
Morocco, oh, yeah. Now, Mama, yam she pa.
Oh, Patrol, they under 20. My show. Under 20 years, you say the last time the performance and it was a little bit disappointing. Pay your standard, because him say all the time U20 qualification is non-negotiable. They be a qualifier a World Cup. Until all the time they are na per se and say a qua. You be better performance from the group stage, rather. But say if it comes to a level where qualification is a bit as I dice a shaky, but all hope is not lost. It's 2-2 here, and Coach Charles and Mayana Kasa. Everything, whatever they need to be able to go to South Africa and rewrite the story, have been provided. Minoka say Henry you may na team no to omo to free hanoma mo koye. Enti enim say nkunim de bi beba yafa. Well, we can't trade your qualification for anything.
Bad. Na super clash t-shirts and promo no man for t-shirts ni biama.
So be some more because they share me more than they made to honor the brand me send me po. And one this the whole week. I see the whole week and one and fan call and fan bra office. To office obi achebi.
Maybe some from mampo. Maybe some from
Papa. And the other buy no one to honor. Je won ho.
And the DNA expects on Sunday apart from t-shirt ni deda mu ye. E fi no bibi package bi amoye. Dede bi e ba ho ana e te say. Matilda mami bisa o.
Hey, now the promotion it has my show. Yes, I know. So put me on the spot. The promotion in Nankasani. Mama mo and Mo Bibi. Oh yeah. We are Friday. On Friday everything will come.
Promotion. Once a game near Kumasi and yeah way because you per se one kind of soba and yeah so be to me babeshe a game this time one say we the best league president aka.
Yeah.
And when we
the best super class.
Yes, the best super class. One say FA will be a yes, and will be any actually will be a monitor. Yes, and he will be a monitor.
Beji just just in our pension the brown office never GB. Babaji either Kotoko dia na has there. The officer should be a
mama has back Kotoko back.
Visa up back.
Kotoko back has back.
Oh, G2
let him mean I support to be a support to Kotoko support has.
I can you back weekend.
Coming back weekend. Meto Queen na de
papa me ko mi cha Mr. Collins there.
Oh heavy on I tell that man no heavy.
Oh yeah, very heavy.
Very heavy.
I'll tell that to the car.
But mo nkwa na tenen ko me tenen ka ba so heavy.
Oh ni say we defend how heavy on.
Me defend.
Mo de o se ba o se rate ni yen so. Mo ti rate ni yen. So that we kire me am hwa na say boy o didi pa. But on tell say o yekese so fine. Into didi fine.
Okay. Papa my show me ntimi nkwa abra me nka Queens once more. So my opportunity na make yes, the Black Queens they prepare for another WAFCON. Previous one Ghana nyina we were bronze medalists and it was a beauty to like I did nipa nyina ni gi ho. This time round they say boa ho. Na ho boa no akoye say Yakobo 4 Nation tournament or UAE Dubai. Yes, by next week the na team no if Ghana go Dubai. You bought 4 Nation tournament ni we are. Then straight from Dubai to Morocco. You do Morocco so I na Ivory Coast. E be sabo one match into a pre tournament preparatory matches ne be 5. You bo we are sana era tournament na gasa munti no. Na wama your listeners no who say this is what is going on with the Black Queens as well. This time you say quiet me. E be I near the trophy na ba the trophy ne ba Myxtro. Or say oba airport ahoma.
So kuno.
Na wo be twen ye wo. You dey bounce so.
Right. But today be that say o pass it.
Papa say the ultimate dan ka we ni aja.
Me dey say Collins dey ba. Ti me dey say. Mo shaba me dey say. That's by Jamaica pa.
Okay, to dey me ko.
On fa nko why.
So we sorry nko ala.
The actually say we dey.
Na we dey pan ni aja no.
We dey actually kwanti ko yi.
We dey pa ohun ni aja.
Mate. Everything for Asempa FM senior 94.7 Mo Shaba Natin and Matilda Domido and Omo Ede and Koma Kakram. Ede bye. Now Emmanuel Prince say good morning today. Mo Shaban greeted him and I know anyway Ede Ebaye Mame Enko Asiha. Now we say good morning Myxtro. Listen to the show live. Ben Mills and Ede way and so Ede Aba. Now Ronaldo Kwame Slash said giving up is a sin. A word more than gold. There is something unique about the name Emmanuel, which is respect and humility. I will start following that wonderful champ. Thank you for this interview. The Commander-in-Chief of Ghana Sports from Ronaldo Kwame Slash Dia or the was Emmanuel J. Khan said, Ononi Motoni giving up is a sin, no? Or say no, it's more than gold. And truly more than gold. Also give it up. Now I have this one where I say you even criticize him on air and he came to your studio to clarify the issues. 2025 AFCON, Angola did not play in the sky. NSA respond to Baba Yara Stadium criticism. That stage my will be said Panwu and the cancer. Angola did not play in the sky.
When we were criticizing, say your pitches in it, facilities in Yenya results on pampa. To be Maria.
We tested it. The Deputy Director General of the National Sports Authority, Bawa Majid, has responded to criticisms about the state of the Baba Yara Stadium, ironically asking whether Angola were playing in the sky against in the 2025. Okay, this one is from Bawa Majid, rather, near Panwoodiana. And I would buy. Yampo Fankra accepted his responsibility to make sure Ghana played in Accra. And message is Nibia about Maminko Efawimra. Na Yankofa and then publicity.
Oh, yeah.
Very necessary.
Oh, yeah, Yankomra.
Is there anything better than winning a bet? Well, with Betway's world first bet influencer feature, there is now. When you place a bet with Betway, you will generate a unique code. By sharing these codes, you will earn 4% of every wager in cash. And when word starts spreading, the returns start rising. No matter the outcome, you can score big. It's easy to create your own codes, choose your favorite teams, and send to your friends anytime, anywhere. So, what are you waiting for? Start betting, sharing, and winning with Bet Influencer. Brought to you by Betway. Terms and conditions apply. Regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. No under 18. Bet the responsible way. Betway. Get way more.
And exciting, yeah, we love big for the party. Agbonaya, big on ya bad. Boji mo bani waya, big on me fili. Olanana cocktail, banana coconut, lemon lime strawberry, tamarind grape body. Take a sip and feel it, that's it. Big on taste and big on refreshment. Take a sip and feel the vibes, yo, baby. Big on taste and big on refreshment. Big on taste, refresh your vibes.
Okay, I'll see you soon. Why, baby? Hey, my me say, and now my boyfriend, I could see about *959# when the phone so. And I want
Anita, I don't want doggy park.
Oh, one swa. I could see a answer by number 1. I am more than now. And then there was so yummy show, Papa. Mama did toss me short, sexy dress, no. Now Mrs. Samiti. Now me yummy nails, no. So come on. Oh, no. Me fa uba. Make her do some small 1-2 rounds. Me answer me doing her. Let me cheer. Hey, Nana so he for order. So Chinese and the wine Papa B. And they mean this I check no.
Hey, Anita.
Na sound me when you hear TV be no. I also say sound. Not to prepared. Na me chilly AC. I no go fit sweat like that. See fine girl.
Hey, Anita.
Jesus.
Baby, I will do no jinawa. Mr. Remember, dial *959#. Oh, iPhone up to my own so. I want to say music as well.
Sister, next time cut it all the what? Dial *959# and I'll call 590mobile.com.gh. Not to be 590 mobile. Head down some.
Every buyer, the Sikamania who sends some debris.
Mede wo sika na mane ka funeral.
Antibia na mumu buy, or the 2 million be share wonsa.
Ah, gosia. When the name remodi sika twitwi die nanti. Abra betimi dia fa mumu so.
Eno an se wodi wonsa be boso keke. Sika no be ko ententemo a asembia ni.
Minsa can invest me sika no.
Mensa ka pension sika no.
Minsa ka loan no.
Momo tijidi a uwo no ase. Lisanti or the ekwenpa ebebo ye dwumadi ho ban. Ti say South Pin Reset aba. Se de be ya momo ho ban bono. Ekona ni kese. Momo di 0244 300,000 per ene be fro. MTN anase momo adwumaye ni biara enfro. Enkase for momo pin. Anase one time password no ma. Afenso na mani sika ma obi a wonim no. Anase untimi verify ni. Approve prompt bi a enye wo na wo chase. Momo still unsaka.
MTN. Ghana for Betano a landing. Betting platform a nipam pim wo mujide no. Ewo ha se obema mo niemo papa ewo sports betting ni gaming. For welcome bonus I betimi edru 2000 Ghana cedis shase ye. Nam akabusu so ma accumulators munyedru. Cash out amunum wa. Games a ebema wodi sika bebre. Te se aviator wo Betano so. Register wo betano.com.gh sesea. Gaming Commission of Ghana ahwenka to yimu agya to mu se eye. Se woni mo fe du nwotwe a mfa wo hwehye mu bi.
Oh
yeah, Ghana is opening a new chapter in green growth and investments. Tree Crops Development Authority, TCDA, presents the first Ghana Tree Crops Investment Summit and the first Tree Crops Industry Awards 2026. The 4-day event runs from the 17th of February to the 20th of February 2026 at the Accra International Conference Center. Morning sessions start at 8 a.m. and afternoon sessions start at 1 p.m. daily. Theme: Sustainable Growth through Tree Crops Investment, Resetting and Building Ghana's Green Economy. The summit brings investors, policymakers, agribusiness leaders, entrepreneurs from cashew, coconut, oil palm, rubber, mango to share from all over the world to connect. Climaxing the summit will be a special gala night and first Tree Crops Award ceremony. For exhibition, sponsorship and registration, contact us on 0303-981-790. Visit our website at tcda.gov.gh or connect with us via our social media platforms at TCDA Ghana. Registration is required to invest in Ghana. Grow tree crops. The future is green. Be part of it. Seacoms beyond cocoa. Our Seacoms, our future. Come one, come all.
Bononsia kusi na nkrompa imu anopa bia etwoda kusi fieda aso nyina tie station baako tie program baako ewa Asempa FM so the ultimate sports show bia fagu kansie ho ewo fie ene amanone saobetia timu nchiremu yia. This is the show. Big interview bia story kese bia ehana obete no wesanse the biggest sports show in Ghana.
Dr. Ado is our coach. People to all of a sudden talk about the future of a coach that has qualified you to the Mundial. I mean, we are kidding in this country. Ghana for DNF. What goes into our but DNF, there's no player in this Ghana for sacrificing. In the history of the Black Stars, I don't see any player. When you talk about sacrifices, I know what I'm talking about. Sometimes you regret it, you have to just move on with your life.
Moamuka, and I believe the headquarters of sports. The
ultimate sports show.
Abusha for me dinde obin kwaku Andy Dodora Femi Papa Myxtro the Supreme. Me na me di dwumadi ho chiame. Se metena makonya kese enu mu a bia nsem no wo bia. Me ne mabadwafo Domasuko kano said ye tie. Eye juada kopim fiada 6 to 9:30 a.m. Mayenshia.
Syntax Tango. Syntax, hey, tough and strong. If you want quality, this be where you belong. Syntax, hey, tough and strong. Oh, gonna shout and sing the song. When the sun they hot, Syntax no break. When the rain they fall, still no shake. Builders they choose and plumbers they prove. Any project you they start.
Hello.
No, it's a
Boko.
Okay.
Try, hold on, my main checking message in there. Yeah, Medi. Medi ABC game. Which are 1,000 Ghana. Me let us do about and Medi 5,000 Ghana cedis. Dial star 262 hash. Selected 3 letters BR to say KBW and I say WIN. Na say ya buba bano. Na say wabani bibwa. What disika? Se nini na bombo dia. What disika kesi kra. Game radio. There is no loser because Utrano Wendy cry 10% cash back. Yet the one dear mama. Here's what happened me. Girl, cry much me. We betray this crab of the sudre. ABC game. And yet easy to say ABC. And Kratway and Ellie Ajatu. What characters platform also.
Aha! I'm feeling the theater you Mraya Day. The ultimate sports station. Asempa 94.7 FM. And theater in the theater piano. Yes, switch it goes on for 4. Hey, who me and switch it? I am prep zone. The latest news around the world of sports. Weekend games, in-depth preview and analysis. Nayama hot betting odds for the weekend. And Nunisika Kukuno. Money love. Show and show me. Prep zone.
Debia, 7 to 9:30 p.m. Don't miss the show. Hashtag Prep Zone.
abusuafo Asempa FM sunie 94.7 da ho atim konya so enche na ye de amano ne nsem no de ba ye twa ho kakra bi koje aboafo enkrato now this one says mamin kind message when I'm in call Jamina Akenten and the way I say God bless you Papa Myxtro for that interview. Every young player who listen to this interview will be happy to work harder so that one day he or she will be interviewed as Emmanuel J did today. And Jamina Akenten anyway. Eddie Ebaye Ehormo. Joe, ye we mame, Mr. Yankson, ewo Noda Hotel in Kumasi. Mr. Yankson, ewo Noda Hotel in Kumasi, Fumaswa, Mr. No Yankson. Bibi Abokodi, Anope, Yanchia Opa, we say, weekendi super class, inti, Fiada, Yina Ebe Kumasi na. Yedubunya dia bro na chase bibia kama pa Mr. Yankson Noda Hotels in Kumasi ye Fumaswa enye is a cry and Noda ehona Eric Kobo obi esu ho enti Eric there onim Noda papa
ebi Eric na me yesewo nkofa we de odi be fa fa ye mfichire ezi ya mu na se nde ele na motorways fa fa Eric misrewa
okobo official esu ho
official
yeah ono onim se alcohol mako ye nyoma kakra fa ana Eric good morning ana
menkai
onko oda
menkai honestly it was a name na dos menkai
but unim Noda
Uda samatia no that the stone
but una oda
pa near the menkai
una oda
no that mean Mr. Asempa
okay ever man on 72 and Friday Mr. Yankson ya beba na ya be din komo na ya chacha na bibia kama pa
I'm the best in the world. I got my power.
nyame atom bibia koyi takremada bodwuma mo jedie mafusa ne beda obo ade na se se de bia me kasa nye merit mercy nye class Christ nye government policy bia God's promise nye university degree God's decree and it's abribia ya bana ya den samna by live on YouTube Asempa 94.7 FM Asempa 94.7 FM me pacho ojoni a na o me hu so ajoni ya na o send message am yehu ba bia wo hoye free na bibia
very important
yes na bibia so ntimi koye pa na ade a maso ya bande ne abaje tuato intercontinental ballistic missiles kedwa na gasa ne Erica sie du bari ya mo no hwi fa ne sei enra matches no me ka cho se munta on so wo hwe ya betuma yi wa bo
Patrick pa
ne Patrick to English unse kin ka se anytime United is Western Biana Mobre it's enye say on a silver platter sir on said that they were on a very nice run of wins and of course that more second fifth one beba but my strength run ticket
oh that go for your show movie and Casimiro
and Kadia Kazem
Casimiro boy etomu fine
and Kadia the Kazem
enti no man man say no
sexy sa hwiri ne ti pembo bi pa
but it
was Benjamin Sesko one na wotumi ya adwuma no adema Manchester United very beautiful goal by Austin the touch was beautiful enti kwambia so Michael Carrick still unbeaten in 5 games despite saying onya kanaka win him it is better than a defeat. The draw is good so I don't need the course so enya sam keto akra credit to Sesko obamu or to bench no bamu betri Myxtro despite everything nim United fan enra na bambebu na say be disappointed in the result be break say
the fight back
this is the United amopeso mu Myxtro do baby no the game was nice from all cylinders na cross it come boom peja come na pem na ba ultimo say this is a team ready to fight recent times past say United lose
attitude that's it
so now attitude now, but when they are losing, they fight for the draw. When they are drawing, they fight for the win. And that's a good attitude. That's right. Okay, come on the side, baby. When we try the next one of games, and I'm quite so bad. What you don't want my show? Top phone him there. And they are boom. Because they are looking good.
Yeah, good.
No, Carrick, the disruptions air bar with, you know, Enrique is coming, and that they are speaking to some big coaches to come. You know, or more, even some of the coaches going for the World Cup. You know, I didn't want frame anymore. I can't tell you I didn't know.
Okay.
Let me say, Namon Trey. Thomas Tuchel Munina, Mobo Mudium say, Ebia, more after World Cup. Mama show.
And you bet
Oh, Sunny, and no better season every year. And I said, we're World Cup in banana, you have a course season, when it gets all mobile. So if Carrick is working, so that's it. Then fish,
no, they will rethink about decision of say you pay a substantive coach than the interim one.
But they are enjoying. Also, United, you enjoy that.
I'm telling you, I know say United group will be. I mean, that's
how West Ham catch on the break and they are back to defend and all that. No man, it was not United now fourth with 45 points from 26 games. West Ham 24 points from the same amount of fire. And it was a new Espirito Santo. I share no border to
I don't know time as well.
Oh, it was a nice game, yeah. But the Manchester, no, the share go no the something to Jamaica. Naka the goal the win the buy. So he's happy he scored. He's happy or equalize here. I might also win the or go on the win the buy. Match in the budget, but sometimes in certain circumstances, match no generate the buy bamwa. We go na pressure fear for ba pressure for ba. Emma, drink.
Yeah.
And so yes, when you match, no G, he says, I'm Fuskinigi, all fall down, a flat screen, where wheelbarrow, butterfly, fetching water, the pot, jumping up over the bar, high jump.
It's not the effort.
The results. Cheshesco.
I'm happy with my finish, but yeah, not so happy with the draw because I know we deserved the win because we were fighting. Unfortunately, just the days comes when you're a bit unlucky. Maybe the intensity was not exactly there what it should be. But yeah, we were fighting. In the end, we got a draw, which is really important. I think we just have to keep on going like we were doing the last games. We have to keep in mind that we have to breathe for each other, and we have to take care in every single situation, every second of the game, to be focused, to be on point, and obviously when the chances are coming, to finish them.
Zesko and the two John Nenya, the equalizer for United and Michael Carrick. Myxtro, what's it? The time they play against West Ham, it is a difficult, and especially when West Ham has so one more look at so boys the mentality about it is the mentality. It is the mentality. Yes, I told you, mentality.
Yeah.
Match so say obaji na say odwi ho bebra olusu umini bebra olusu amba
omuka sa on
I sound omuka na you United a mini West Ham or they go see for me
na da be ni fancy form
about draw munya ka be wi
ye pe ye lusu dia na ye see form ye
hey mo so mini o ama so na no ukobo match obede na wadwen bi foforo say match na abadwen ho
o say o dwen ho a enche say uko mini ye eso mini na eso no o dwen ho
o mini match match bin tete o mo mini da ho
o ti mini ama no bro so
it is possible
na e kon efa
it is possible
ko be bia
and get in and say na ko be zo ho hia
oh ehun hia
na dia o be ehun
David say be ma de e akode ene akade na ode nam
na unim say match no we not draw there and I draw lose ya and e ko ha wan
it doesn't say matter wait ma fa akode nyina still a we lose na Israel and US war obia wo nuclear weapons kuta countries be ba umko wo nyina to me lose
say opponent ni mu akode ne wo soro Ebola bed. Take Carrick.
You know, we've had 5 games now and we've been at a really good level. It's a tough place to come, you know, they made it difficult and we just didn't quite have that sharpness or that spark really to find the answers too often, but in the end, big credit to the boys, you know, the spirit again in the late goal when we needed it. It's a great quality to have. So we'll take the point and we'll move on from where we are, and being together for a short space of time. I think we've obviously had big highs of the results and the wins, and I think there's times when it doesn't quite go to plan, and you've got to take what you can from it. And in the end, we took a draw tonight, so it was a tough game. Didn't come easy. Sometimes football doesn't come easy, and you've got to find a way. And tonight we found a way to take a point, and as I said, we'll move on from that and take some positives from it.
Right, and so I know somewhere international coach Carrick here to a job. That is it. Manchester United fan was hoping to be unity Rano. For close to be 500 days, I own unity. No, ever sat to us. I can say they saw train. Now United are starting all over again. So United is not going to start again. Now they say in 5 matches now. Now United have to go Everton, Crystal Palace, Newcastle, Aston Villa, Bournemouth. Okay. And your bad match. United can win. Everton.
Give it to me.
Crystal Palace.
Give it to me.
Newcastle.
Give it to me.
Aston Villa.
Give it to me. I want a bedding.
Bournemouth. Now United beat me. But the next another 38 days wait you. Hey, well, how I know so United now what is wrong with Chelsea? Oh my goodness, Chelsea did 2 goals.
Serious.
It was Sam and Liz, but take Cana. Okay, I want to ask Liam Resinoa, and then some cat to judge them. No. Maybe why I had you. I didn't they are changing quite ridiculous. What's that, dear Kaika? We said, more nice game in the first half. But Juma come and say it was a 2-2. And when Resinoa is not happy, but I say it is better than saying Hombelusu.
Yeah. I think it went from the sublime to the ridiculous. To be honest, some of the things we were doing was everything that I've wanted to see. And for them to perform in that manner in a short space of time was really encouraging. It's so frustrating that we haven't won that game because we haven't taken care of 2 moments, and that's cost us the 3 points. But we have to learn, and sometimes you need to learn from pain. The drive of the team was there. You want to be able to show them all the good and the consequences of that good. But I think we are progressing, we are improving, and we need to make sure we keep improving and winning games at the same time.
We are improving. Sometimes you have to learn from the pain.
Okay.
The Usia, they are now improving at the same time. But sometimes pain teaches you a lot.
Yeah, it is true.
What's I say? And on no highway, so and on the SSC, and then I can say, careful. But you can't be careful forever. I can't they will be true. No, so they are tribute Porto, but Tom, I say, Porto would be funny, so what when my wedding. If you're down.
Canada no pay say Eric Tiana as a fashion.
Oh, no man, that's how I make him 10 now.
Right. I don't pay so Tiana as a fashion.
Is it bad so Kazunia careful? If you ask it to careful, Maestro.
Said the old Cassie has a pain a teaching, and because I said what Tiana now some fancho.
So pain doesn't teach you anything.
But don't go through any pain.
So that is so far we
media or no. Then
I got to assume,
and I'm sitting there.
I'll have lessons.
And then,
now they move to Asempa by some get on.
Oh, they were telling.
I see the move to Asempa
and where the pain the man.
Pen baby.
Why?
You know what you had here? I saw on the had here. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Thomas Frank and the Edman. But also, you have to also understand him.
Yeah.
Okasa. Enra.
Ultimate sports.
Newcastle anyway. Now this is it. Okasa. It is good, and I said it's understandable. So we blame so no there. Coach na babundi, but enyo no ho. Ese mo blame eniema circumstances no. Any panifu lady club so. Also we bear 10 injuries. What happens like that? What will you do?
Then factors affecting performance.
And I just say I did so can home. Carry to the NBC so no.
Aye. Na say want me attribute say coaching kwan na my team no en performing.
But besides say they say the next game on Arsenal able. O you say be Arsenal be weekend no. Now, Ogusi in charge of the club was 100% sure. Dear Thomas Frank.
I understand the fans' frustration. We are in a position we don't want to be in, that we're working very hard day and night to change. And I also think it's a situation now the club has been in, it's fair to say, almost 2 years and ended last season as well. Clearly a pattern that we struggle to manage Europe and Premier League. And that's something me, the team, the club, the players, we need to learn to do even better physically and mentally to deal with that. And part of that, of course, is the 11 injuries, or now 10 plus a suspension plus another one today, which of course doesn't help. It's easy to point on me, but I also think it's never only the head coach.
How convinced are you within yourself that you are the right man?
1,000% sure.
Myxtro, 1,000% sure say he's the right man for the job. Wow. It's a chairman Jim no any say one man. It's a no Manchester be a boss so no you can cry the amount one with the air corner and air banner. Now Copiemo everything gave him more. Bam of Linico yet no one summer. Now and you're no penny match the boss when never PM or you pay him the other games are air course or yet just a peg do and rent so a bit to me at the end. I say as I saw to Momu had the Bessiaco. I man, but Fulham there. City should be able to get over this.
Yeah.
Fulham part.
I never
Fulham to me rough bia.
Really
or pleading with the fans. That's umunya but tremor. Because was as a bon trans didn't share pep team ni was say the team no baby have a new players in ground. It's a friend on also how to use them and they be the player position where the it's out here. As City there, you have to be challenging for the title. I'm going to here's a new team. I think all show more. And I'm probably a new player buying him.
Oh, now say honum no enya fe na basics. These are quality I what the car for.
But it's will be a strength
it will not take time.
Really?
Because Semenyo Bay we new.
But
the first 4 games we say Wama goes in. You can't convince me say Afina Obemana go through adaptation before it me about.
Okay, no really shaky. Tepe Guardiola.
Semenyo din.
Almost also okay my bani or boss Semenyo nyina. I feel no oni omo bohu ha. Who say the video? I say who ni here na who say corner steam na correct. I would twi say say.
Of course, our vibe. We need desperately our fans. I think that players deserve the support that we have in a way in Etihad. We need them. We need them desperately. Our fans, to support because they are an incredible group of players, and that most of them they are new. A lot of them they are new. It's the first time experience many messages, many experiences. The pressure to be contenders to win the titles. That needs time. That we don't have it. But I had the feeling that. I'm pretty convinced about the diagnosis that when we play good, why we play good. When we don't play good, not play good. And when we play in type of players in the middle, we can do in a certain way. When we don't tap another type of players, we cannot defend in a certain way.
This is hard. So on the City film, now much to the Sunderland and Liverpool.
Yeah.
Northern Forest Wolves, Crystal Palace, Burnley, Aston Villa, and Brighton, and so the Bebweni, and we are match the Bepasu in a EPL. Myxtro, Como, hey, for the first time in 30 years, Como, Alcohol Remo, the Coppa Italia semi-final. Now, when you be, that's a Napoli 1-1, then on penalties, Fabregas and Mantina Ballroom 7-6 on penalty score when him and Utum say yes. Napoli are 6-time winners of the Coppa Italia, but this time I'm on Kobe, and that's a Unipa. So one on the see for more.
No.
Yeah. Oh, Champions League one so.
Yeah.
It's Coppa Italia, even the league. Inter Muni sim land for a Maokwan. Antonio Conte papa. And I still be complaining depth in squad near the
and the
depth in squad you better just come players.
Number 1 excuses for coaches I don't know.
So credit to Cesc Fabregas and then the boys on my idea pa one penny on where now almost ebogu musa don't know. That's the conversation. Fabregas also qualified on penalties over Hertha Berlin in a DFP poker quarter final and to catch to sa FM. Now what can I say we now go pm when the games the American one with the so EPL ni mo ba ko pie mo the Coppa Italia so there are other games and so be so and na ye say in the Coppa del Rey semi-final Athletic Club Bilbao and the rest of Sociedad Bebo then in the Coppa Italia quarter final Bologna and Lazio and so Diaboni there's Bayern Munich and Leipzig also in the DFB Pokal quarter final it's my true I just on your bado
overs now because ode for her no dey for her.
But one interesting thing about see semi-final anymore. Inter Milan come on ebo. First in the semi-final. On the air in March. That's again like now in April. Now Atlanta train the winner of the game in Bologna and then last you run in in the last semi-final games anymore. TBS and also someone so ABC call. Myxtro be call. It's at the time when the book off on your nebati.
Meti.
Romeo's in the Muse. Onipa Giant Club has been approached
by
Real Madrid. And the request and Myxtro request the ultimate Pablo Emma no dia be boso ama o girl bi na girl say person Pablo e twi Range Rover ansa pe ana on pe no
that's right
da ben ho nail to open na ba bi na ni da nya Range Rover semo woni Range Rover woni ukọ sesa o yela woni ne bo
ene ehwe ho ne pe o de
to yi phone free ni bottom onti
na sa woni da no ntina wo kukuru ne na to ni patenten ko ho o ti asa de no what it you say Jude Bellingham on attitude no
the ultimate sports
now everybody now say on Jude wa a team na ba no ma what you do your president darling boy because on Vinicius or president darling to say or asking for certain changes in the team Myxtro back be me but where's okay nya so in your busy KPU but the mountain and also per back ko per ba no ho fa Myxtro e ka wo ho and one ammunition says unya ana
oh, why not? And now
Papa Kambo bed in the fourth born.
Okay.
Papa Kambo GH fourth born. AD the best day and ya we shit Whitney. A happy birthday Whitney and Mwafu Akwachi. And then when it's 12 years go school at Class Time Academy and East Legon or Class 6B 12 years in the fourth born. Papa see much fourth born do see much Nancy Porsche Kujo Nancy United knee. Okay, I see. Nasco Hotel. Go for let me come out some now.
Macadam.
Oh, I'm a cousin. Better touch say Nasco Hotel. Oh, can't not do no. What's the Nasco so for dia?
Nasco. Okay. Maybe can know that.
I also know that. What's the Nasco? It was say a back. Kofu bia yemra me enjoy also mo swimming pool bia fine pa onim swimming kakra
me ade pa oh me ade me ade pa
enu an kodra no ahye
me ade
pa so why over to you
we don't say everything for the 4 minutes and otening kan men kan messages ni kakra about my YouTube page no so na fe yankwanim biba ya che good morning Myxtro this is Abraham Kansa okay popularly known as Apurugu Chakapama. The NSA issue be solved immediately to enable the smooth running of the NSA and now on the way by Ernesto Drew say good morning Myxtro. I think Chelsea and Kodoko are there are no different inconsistency. It's killing them. Man United, Funufoi team, no West Ham, that everybody is winning them, draw with them. Yeah, go ahead. I can't say I was in the bro for the Abu Boom. Or not 20 million. Charlie, yes, now, what do you say? I mean, I can't.
It's a match be ha obi agibi nko so mfa ma o ba dwen ho sa ho ntiase
okay we see the NSA issue should be resolved immediately to enable the smooth running where they can mama akan no Chakapama de no and this one says Myxtro you guys are doing the PR job for Yao. Okay, it's all in all honesty, you shouldn't have recruited the 70. Nanko ne for nenko adwuma. We don't
tell. It's a be honest so ye PR ma the other side. If you can be our PR and also so ye PR ma bocha.
Ready adwuma kran say there communication PR na stories are divide PR enti obi wa onti ase okay can dey opekeke enti me dey toda message ni bi akra me share that emfa madwene enkoso. Okay, Mami Amra na yen wrap it up ha. I am Prince Amwako watching you live from Kobe Pon Asempa FM no size. And I ono anyway the eba here e horom.
On chame na mama why? On chame na on chanti teria o dade asema me. So he fi be pon. Yeah.
Okay, mummy anto de kakra mra na fi bia. Me man panifo yi enante echi kakra. Franco Trading Enterprise kan mobile phones and accessories na accessories a wo hia wo phone ho bia say mouthpiece and say earpiece bibia wo pe bia no oba onsa betumi akabi eho say ya de CCTV cameras ahodo nyina no ebi ede aba ne bo no eye pa record yie pa na still ano 40% discount ne de ema wo 0246 422338 and 0555 939311 na Franco atumi ajo so na fe nyoma pa nyina no ono so etimi amabi me pacho we driver Seahorse Ultra Cool Coolant Seahorse Ultra Cool Coolant and abde ema wo na we no ubenya the right additives that makes the right coolant and abde ema pa pacho nyi coolant bia and bebo antu ye driver ni a o to coolanta to papa to Seahorse Seahawks ne deɛ no ɛna yɛ paa ɛnam sɛ prevent overheating pre-board GPL ɛbɔ national team.
Let's face it, how many GPL?
Me say obi bought GPL but obo national team. Benjamin Asare obo GPL.
How many
obo national team?
Goalkeepers at Blasters no news.
But he's a local player.
How many GPL players and about the national team command starts in the national team?
And I'm saying in that irony, the philosophy and the mentality will be different.
We're not talking about philosophy. We're talking about standard of players. Standard player and how good a player it is. Because clubs say Real Madrid, Chelsea, Bayern Munich, the top clubs we are seeing. When you look at them starting lineup, no, I'm calling the command starting lineup. That is a
team, no.
Oh, look, so we Real Madrid team, we have Bayern Munich team, we have even Manchester.
Madrid team, even in the Spanish league,
we are talking about standard of players.
No, but so who you know because of the performance of
Mumai. You should because of Andrew
performance,
symbolic defensive
exactly.
Because players in one, I'm like experience. Hope it's a Tosin Adarbayo, and now I'm will be 28 years. Menka the last one you call up my English team. Obi say Mario Gusto. The last call up, the last international break was November.
Yeah.
In the game against Ukraine, France against Ukraine, and Kunde.
Yeah.
About last 2 minutes. And about 90 because of Kunde picking knock, about 90 minutes against Azerbaijan. When you talk about Fofana, France call up Wenyebi. Josh Echampo, no, yes, I mistakes no. About the English under 21. The few times when I call up to the Trail Lions, Omobi. Oyo bit say Badiashile. The French national team call up Onyebi. If you're good enough as a top player in the GPL, especially playing for a top club like Chelsea, you should as a merit a national team call up.
Okay. Martin Mitiopa.
So we are top defender under we are Manchester crowd. Manchester with this Argentine centre back, Martinez. According to me, we have a right back, Dalot. According Portugal with them. We have even Harry Maguire cry because of age. No, maybe idea. Sometimes in the major competitions in England, about recently in the Udem, I feel no more consideration between Udem. Into big clubs, no. And so players need to be commanding national team.
Okay.
And now I had mistakes at Chelsea for defenders here now. Clearly that we are inexperienced.
The ultimate sports show.
BBR said the standard of Chelsea for defenders, no, it's not up there. At the Chelsea episode grinding more results, they need to strengthen on back for very well because boy I know at Chelsea but somewhere 58 we normally lead by 2 goals.
Yeah. Goals in the
2 goals at least the first goal penalty Casado Koye. I think it was so many opportunities between a guy but no big player and Monaco. The second ball and look at the gift to it was a charity.
The ultimate sports show.
We are doing more because when Chelsea fast with me letting that 2 goals lead. Clearly that you need experienced players, especially your defensive shape up too. So between even though anymore 1 or 2 chances be like last minute by Cooper slot 2 and Sano money but I think Chelsea for in the next transfer window they need experienced defenders.
Okay.
With Manchester United, I know that no more has between
ultimate sports show
so many years in 2013 or so. No more 5 games across. In general, I don't move by for some between side. Maybe can I say Manchester games against teams are on paper. Say Manchester show man. A move between I think a cram because in those games, I say United come.
And no, the move yet. Crown Manchester mobile who and I'm going saying Yamiama. I'm going.
West Ham going. It was the well because we be bombing across the border, man.
Across Yama born at Chamaco.
No.
Hey,
can cross now. West Ham play.
Suspect or we cram enough, baby.
It was a flick.
We a flick.
Another excellent goal. West Ham in their last 4 games before Beshia Manchester United, no winning 3. In their last 5 games in all competition, no winning 4. And or by into the game now, I say will be tested. West Ham will be show. No be unsure. I'm back very well after far more in the relegation zone. It's by into this game very well done. So I try to get a point. Obaka in December, and you bought the first leg between Manchester United and West Ham. In that game, Manchester leads and West Ham bet 88 minutes or 83 minutes if Sema Kaipa. In that game, Eteki Amorim the last 12 minutes and no substitution, offensive minded. Or the Messi Mount, the Brian Zeki.
Your friends, the characters over here are mad. any contributions so from.
Okay, maybe after AFCON
well.
Manchester Benya game since 1914-15 season. Manchester encore on this season when you a long period or more match that because filming all the cups in the EFL Cup, the FA Cup, Manchester film. In the next 12 days, Manchester almost games.
Okay.
Some of the players Benya rest. It be more between Yakwan. I rehearsing no money. I know who say do baby. Even in the last 10 minutes, Michael Carrick call for a kill or a defender film. And or an attacker be ball three back.
The ultimate sports
show. Manchester for the this Dutch player Zeki or so. Zeki. Or the never count or he defend the film. Or Dalot no he film or the never. But in that first leg, Manchester bought here West Ham. Tamana Manchester lady by a goal. Amorim decided to obey Matthias Cunha. A film. Now the Ugarte more a defensive minded player. This time when Manchester Rex home taking was a risk more much good. And watch out, Michael Carrick. They do the idea on your only like for like changes. Utimia defender, not the attacker, but he did the same thing. Or pushing more men forward. And it's the reason why I had games in the 5 games now, but now when you 87th minute win against a goal, 87th minute more win against Arsenal. When you 90th minute winner against Fulham, and then when you 95th minute equalizer against West Ham.
Okay.
So our result is exactly how I know Ferguson and those things. It comes with risk. I saw to me trekking on my car. I saw to me sometimes they be a defender win the film. Now they be attacker. In as much as then I would convert it to a 3-back in the last 15 minutes, or bringing in more attackers, or outnumber West Ham or West Ham box. There was also an Rex I know takes a bit to concede another goal. A concede another goal means that it is over. But it was a well calculated risk.
Very well.
And that makes him
very well.
I think the Juma Oil is really doing well.
Mate, Mame, and Nasipa, Master Bansen, dear, no. Good morning, Asempa Best Sports in Ghana. Happy morning, Man United back again. I'm watching you live from Manchester. I am Dr. David Akwesi and Dr. Edway Bae. Papa Myxtro, Eric cannot tell us that he doesn't know the hotel. Eric, say the truth, and the truth shall set you free. And say Kofi official, Edway Edway. Say Eric, I'm say I'm say the first time Eric came to me, I remember you made coming drop and it's asking me
lie detector there. Lie detector.
Enemy Angasa. Because
your word against my word.
I was there some. I was there some.
It is your word against my word.
I was there some.
Tio, Mr. Menkai. Loy. Menkai.
Hey,
that's a bit crazy. And Maka, pocket lawyers. Mr. Menkai.
Okay. And then me catch him as I says also on Kaisa that.
Yeah.
And he on Kyle.
Man, Cassimi Nimuno so. Miss Nimuno.
First.
I mean, Kai
can you Brian and Yakakran Kaunafi? Yemfes Yaba, Yabesha. The best season, the FA president can say this season league, the best award rainy. Now, the best season will produce the best Super Cup, and I say Super Clash. Kotoko ne eye house de no enkom egusu aye kan ene eye NS de ende ye fuafua ho board member bi so obekasa na enkomo ni nchirimo de ama ye chire no ya ye se nsema ye kan no nyina e nokre.
Okay.
I'm sorry, and I'm just phone so. One board member.
NS ho no.
NS ho.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Say nsema ye kan nyina ba kokra no we ntro. No se wono even everybody on the board nimse or not standing for the truth.
Okay.
And he said, "You may be a person."
No, on support it.
Was a omonyo pa. You know, we are not for Emmanuel J. Eddie, no.
Yeah. Papa, now okay Bansen adwe ejina bibi so, but I say na on pese oba admitted that fact no. The fact is a club be on a policy. And to send a club be on a policy, the same applies to Chelsea.
Yeah.
The Chelsea policy and the American owners, are quite different from the policy of Abramovich.
Yeah.
We're from that level of say how many Chelsea players and a board national team, and for that matter defenders and a board national team, a commanding national team starter. The policy of Chelsea say team no. they are not necessarily looking at top players that are playing top football. They are believing in developmental system in football. And that is the system at Chelsea they run on football. Say into Chelsea defense work say no, the oldest defender at Chelsea now, Marco Cucurella, who is 27. Chalobah is 25. 26, sorry. Wesley Fofana is 25. Then Akoreya no ball first 11. Joshua Champon is just 19. Malo Gusto
is 28 years old.
Yeah, Onombobi, ono credit sorting. Me Chelsea, limiting the conversation to no more ball match. Malo Gusto is 22, and you all know say yes, Malo Gusto and Mama French national team. But if Rhys James here fit up, I don't know.
Yeah.
But consistent injuries in here didn't Malo Gusto. Because Malo Gusto was brought in to understudy Rhys James. Into the age in OFM, so by the time Obetumi Abatop Rhys James we fade out in Nanka with Jinem, what I say. In the Chelsea system, no, they run football. See, according to the American owners in India, entirely different from the Abramovich era where they believe in bringing in top stars on commanding first 11 national team. Chelsea is now going back to the developmental system in football. And what Chelsea match no lose Papa, Obianim say, okay, I attribute be to, you know, lack of experience in terms of some of their players or defense. Also, it means to attribute it be to manager and someone manage game in here. Yeah, Liam Rose, you know, I feel say it's also being carried away by the fat so by and in Roman. Yeah, and Tiono. So, I make us one manage game in here because the last game on mobile proud to end game no was against Wolves. Mukoshe Wolves by 3-1. Papa, that 3-1 no. We are Chelsea defense Obia so green. All the Chelsea defenders, ratings, you know, it was okay because the central defense role was the partnership between Trevor Chalobah and then Brenton he did the Wesley Fofana. But then he opted to City Fofana down. Not the Joshua Champon who is 19 Abba. Yes, the beginning of the game, first 45 minutes, he did extremely well. Yeah, there, the confidence level, the composure, the calmness, I mean, decision making, the passing accuracy, everything in the first 45 minutes was on point. It was going to the second half, no, you buy, no. You shall say 10-15 minutes into the second half, no. Then the guy started to, I mean, do elementary mistakes, of which are at the age of 19, na almost boss such a game, na pressure room. Ne obianim how I mean solid Leeds United anyhow rebox omo no edu baby now to say tired legs into now akora no unpardonable mistakes and me feel say the coach should have I mean seen this coming and uncle so yearly change okay am committed blunders near the moment they can you know after no do Fofana na eba game me feel say Chelsea Diana no mo ball draw we bra no mo lead 2-0 mo give you out the 2-goal lead you know a ball down to you know game management from the manager na oti bench you know me feel say as time goes on in command kitchen and in baba be late
Mate mamina say super kaninja and mote nenka good morning we Asempa and the entire multimedia folks greetings from Gramercy Park South New York City their entrepreneur man way the aba anope on the show mame enhwe we so some of the messages about yeah agree we heading maybe obi dia beto and the nipa ya independent me nyesa eyinesa na Ajay na bet fox on so e kan ho no paper we obi a woni je eye bet ne ho a e bia de otwa woni na aviator de eye ya na plane na tu na usika ekosro nyina na usika nso ekosro erinti bra na sign up sisia e betfox.com.gh na join here and I'm say yen there ya boost e odds no e the amount what you say licensed by the Gaming Commission of Ghana erinti aya na wa hye ne so Eddie Amame. DBS Industries Limited and so Ekanpa. Normally over the Aluzen roofing sheet in the Diaba or sign a exciting discount on your purchase. And you will change the upper saw board dinosaur. I will not say who Ben Mills asa and Odobako DBS for Hona. Now Marco Pen Chance Papa Nibi. Now Mudia Kugu dinosaur Bibia Etimiakwe. Nadia Dennis and Yan Cran Kwana ye a year Takra de Kumasina. And to one cry out there for line 0240 844444 and you Accra line Kumase 050 6004141 and Atakra de 050 6004242 TBS Industries Limited or the roofing papa efie eno almost so akai ho and edin komoy eba just a minute pe mami you in kwan free just a minute pe na fe yemra sisia
Adechie bia ni munsem simane tonhwiri bia nso ne ne esisi e wa manyo sam ne dada setene mu na sa ye den sam no topa maso tu ne sere ne abasa nia ye pisa ne se ekosi sen e we kosi sen dwumadie so e wa Asempa FM so
acquiring a new presidential jet is not off the table completely.
Oh, it can never be off the table, except that when you get to the point of making that decision now, you consider all factors in terms of cost-benefit analysis.
It's a major propaganda, no? Cosmetics, artificial. Now, as a gas, you make up so that it's your banner, beer, baby, since you're sincere when you who change Halloween Kakamoto. It is sunny economy. There's a sunny gem network as here, and I'm being the reality.
But yeah, man, the man was a certain cassia man, the addition inside. For the other fact, we are gonna be for the other.
The ban was a facade. It was a charade. Omo can say a ban no more man for concession she wouldn't move here. Canadian Japan said it.
Ekosi senye obi so Medin your Sable so Femi Obi, Siano award-winning socio-political talk show Ekosi saying so Monday to Friday, 2 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Na yen hwemi ansem ne bekọ akosi. Meni omo ekabia ewom, ni oman yim mpanyimfo sinkonya adwendwen oman Ghana ho. Eye Ekosi saying wa Asempa FM so ma yen hia.
Challenge ya chedi ho dress so kwaba we dey beche wado for Valentine you. Yeah, ma with discounts I won't TV da. Any a chedi so kwa every top brands nina. We bet me no wado for 8 year don you more every Samsung, TCL na Nasco home theaters no mu. Na masia hwese ni ewo ye LED smart TV ne so. We ya masa de top air conditioners na jojomo ho. We bet me so the bedside fridge no actually with champagne. Na masa de 4 to 6 grow ni oven gas cooker no. And your daddy for your top or front load washing machines with that fast shock you are for them. Call your showroom and now call www.electrolandgh.com and now friend was 050-315-9739. Electroland Ghana Limited. Yeah, back why I want name on your man. Nani board daffum. Miminde bia 12:30 shamini adorable ladies abra yeka abujem sem on and off the pitch in a feminine way sayful and attractive a ladies time was Asempa 94.7 FM
sportsman now we coach dear look sporty suits at show concede better than USA for I've always admired one person in football, David Beckham. Imano Ajiman Bedu minim so I was so to me the butter or attacking will be open my pastor cushion in the pants and I roll so but I said Colombian as a mumpet your master chiro in your penny the dance was Kayo, some in the beer, 12:30 a ladies time on Asempa 94.7. It will be sweeter than sweet. Mavis near, Mavis Amano, Femi Fire
Sports Show.
Abuja for Asempa FM tuni 94.7 da ho atinkunya so afa betwase na yen contempa na yen hwese de yen hye ni na no ABC akọ abuja for ha ofa Maxwell Sabre atenase kaninja wa ha na afi Master Banson enso e wo ha no ma yedi enkomo anope e wo show no so na enade no the build up to that big game e baso enya senkuma
Asante kotoko say, yeah.
Asante kotoko say Asante kotoko Asante kotoko
Ebuakwa Asenemanso Godsway Beauty Saloon, and this wishes from Oti of Lawson Herbal. Oti of Lawson Herbal, and anyway, Ediaba. So to you, Angelica, entry at Ebuakwa Asenemanso Godsway Beauty Saloon, and Oti of Lawson Herbal. As a young show, Yamin Kampa na ontinenim emfa enchro. Na otise odo papa and also yet ne doni bi maybe bia enya kama pa over brai enkomo ni nyina no ene da e free eye enra NSA issues ye brobro so ABC anopai Emmanuel J nkoma edie and other interesting matters ni nyina da so no ye di ho nkoma na fe ya prepare and I'm say the president of the federation said this season the best season ever. And he said best season there. I was saying the best super clash on Sunday. The ingredients now we say a best super clash man. Ebema attraction naba patronage naba nipa so aba because you be used to this match to rate and measure this season whether say are you successful or not by the performance over the years. Baba Yara edema by the patronage Kotokone has matches the man you never compare the last editions of Super Clash we know indeed said the president kind the best league the best Super Clash performance and the patronage ingredients be here
do kwaku mame na wase na minchia Ghana fo nyina the titru pa Dr. Lawrence Ufusu Ajare. So we know.
No,
oh, we know Dr. Ajare. Dr. Ajare, Minister of Trade.
I'm here.
And no pay me chanapa. Or your Deputy Director, Catholic Health Service Trust. Or essentially a board member, VRA.
Why then?
Or essentially a husband, Minister of Trade and Agribusiness. And baby. Inti enne me wishino me ne madofo ne mayonkofo ayeso ye dono edone yire anopay ye man happy birthday Dr. Lawrence Ufusu Ajare, husband of Minister of Trade and Agribusiness, Mrs. Elizabeth Ufusu Ajare, anopay ye mawoda pa nyansa ene sika.
This is Kadi Omu da.
Ene apomuden nyinkyere na mesre de man. Oso mu sika da.
Ai.
Sa.
There's some ka obusa de omu ni bi na de mo.
Dabi omu hiesika papa. Ai. Dangote kura hiesika.
Ede wa maka
Ibrahim Mahama ohiesika.
Maka ka Dangote no maka Emmanuel Dako. Olympic Dangote no. Ayira.
Wa free system.
Oh, ayira free system. Se ni pa bia sa.
Kwaku. Player no mo say friend say.
Emmanuel J.
Good.
Utieno.
Kwaku. Eni kasemo a interview na ye ni nyina. De ye mani kapa wo mu ni say. Oko Israel.
Yeah.
Banko Rwanda.
Dabi.
Banko Ethiopia. Meboa. Banko Uganda.
Dabi.
Yeah. Oko Israel. And no free Israel a breaky
into the Scottish
Premier League. Sa pepe. And like a minya, you play a be free league, you must say, to Quino. No, Europe. So,
yeah,
share Yenya Prince Tego,
yeah,
Stephen Apia, Gago,
yeah,
Manodia, all of your Datilamte, Daniel Ado. All of them broke into the European League straight from the Ghana League. And that is what made the Black Stars tick. Strong. And your Rwandan League. And your Ethiopian League. And your Libyan League. You go cry, you know, so near Asempa. Any customer interview who say Emmanuel Ajay it might break into the Scottish League.
Yeah.
Europe straight.
And how much on the turn now over?
You see? And what it tells me is if we do our things right, most of our players would also have the opportunity to break into the European League. And the agents now, we players and manager now, Mudomini South Africa, and in Rwanda, and Ethiopia, Tanzania. Yeah, Omo Champions League, a Zimbabwe, Omari. Tanzania League, a Siska Womo. Yeah. Omo Champions League, Omo Group, Omari. Omo last.
Now, we show game, and
Petrol Rwanda,
yeah, Petrol Rwanda, yeah.
What you say? And that is not, but managers need to do what I can earn as early as possible and dispose of the player.
I'm sure
my profit. Also, manager na obo the manager abaso.
Yeah.
It means ordinary firm gradually or to the boss my player no. I'm a player no any bang into a Scottish League no. Anyana adebia difficult.
Yeah.
Why is it that our players are so much in a rush to go and earn few dollars and now almost deform no masak back to the league no mojani free no?
And over to add up no. Okay, how much a club no fire and how much a the man or no as a player? I am so encouraging that ne performance a bit triple because man was about CAF Confederation with Dreams FC to the semi-final. We bought African games with the national at the 20 side. Why consistent? I'm at the performance. No, team
the only motivation, Anna Emmanuel Ajay says, yeah. The only motivation they bought Dreams FC was not money.
Yeah.
Because Dreams FC they've not got the money. But the motivation is let me use this platform to jump into a better platform in future. And I think that most of the Ghanaian players, that is the only motivation of the boy.
Yeah,
it is not about money. What you say?
Yeah.
JNN say 3 months in Triaka, 4 months in Triaka. Play out the 3 months salary a day. Even though, but that is not the ultimate goal of the player.
That's not, yeah.
What you say? Anti Ghanaian players, million more fast for a mobile league. Munche Emmanuel Ajay, Abutre, Kakran, baby.
Is it why ready for the Black Stars?
Yes.
Why ready?
So what you say? Anti Muma, the few dollars that you are going to earn in Tanzania, Rwanda, Ethiopia, and Taisimu. Now, Mukwa Bobasaba. Hopefully, Emmanuel Ajay, I quite called Dundee. So am I gonna be Emmanuel Martin. What you say? And to move pre in European market rather than the African market.
Okay.
That is all that I had from the interview.
Okay.
Now, boy, now I are there because perseverance on what the BBC and so, and that is where he is now.
Now, the quotation now,
What's it there?
I mean, the quotation intro. Or say, giving up is a sin, a word more than gold. Giving up is a sin. So because
a more than
gold
perseverance. Yeah. Just or say me give you up that
until he gets there.
Until he gets there. Yeah. And that is the bit that I until you know no me offer some mobile ball say no.
Okay.
So about coach Zito Abaso.
About Zito Abaso, but this one Abaso.
Zito told a big crowd ultimate changing positions and so Jibo. Bebo. I say left back obo.
And this right for us only nice how. Ultimate center pair no. Ultimate DM no. Ultimate left back.
I shall say free her. Baby, so determined.
Yeah.
Determination and perseverance. Baby, I didn't to be to goalkeeping Krameda. And that is how I expect Ghanaian players. The attitude I may expect from your Ghanaian players, especially in the so-called super clash. Me, I don't see it as a super clash anyway.
No, nobody is tagged as a super clash.
The son of Mama tagging, but these days it is not a super clash. It is just some league match between two ordinary Ghanaian teams.
You call House of Okotoko ordinary?
Now, Uber friend Mediama say.
Mediama?
Uber friend say. League leaders, Uber friend say.
Oh, but they are not ordinary side. Mediama
ordinary. Now Uber friend say.
And you were PJ Mukaka. Akro super. They are super.
Super what?
Super.
Then what is super about them in recent times? What is so super?
Mediama leading the.
There be no Mediama.
No, but they are
super class now.
They are might.
Has a Mediama super class. Kotoko Mediama super class.
Not by performance, but they are might. They are might.
Okay.
We are tagging them the super class because of their might.
Their might. People built the might. It didn't come by the way.
But you agree, except by might, these ones are super class.
What is showing about the mighty of these two teams? Is it attendance of matches or what?
No,
is it the name?
The name, yeah.
The name.
So
the names in the Kobo match, no.
Of course, it has got to come out.
Okay. Enti Minuanum Ghanaian players.
Senior Brian Jones, Kwabena Asante, Info de Kobe Jones, 1,000. Senior also Brahma Mintio Kakra. Na Yonko.
Kwagu?
Senior.
That's it. Now, what you saying?
Yamiadum.
Nobody has said. That will be answered. And the Permanentia, Honorable Ashikote. Honorable Ashikote, on an MP for Dudu. Ono na obedi ni Lante Van der Poel anai adie be chana no paper na me am me cha ko tin so Koku abrantie no kwa okudu no yede nyame ase saa na nyina hwehwe no but msenye saa na ya ekọ no they say no football no niam bibre asesa wo na Asempa FM say European market to say the nano last season you ton Sani call the Denmark so so kupi mo hui ni na account but it's about development send be ya wo mo kono development no because I na me can be when him say the number of matches you demand the European player so mo no ye ha inisa ye nya enti buy a quality any idea na ana and two more no
level no
because the number of matches you say so you can't blame us too much because of your transportation system near Niamabibri Akutia and you're more enough games because the more na uboni enough games strengthening players more players build so many endurance and idea and yadanyamiase so it me a cool room your bomb say add this no so bit me I am relative na Nyamepa kwesieda
Sunday
na o say every president say o shepa afi league are very competitive.
Yeah, the best league.
I say the best league.
The best league season.
The best league season. Minim criteria ne what they measure the best league season. I don't know, say we are share clubs no ne competition room and answer then. But me de me hunisa. But in any day, any time, has got to come match, no matter what Senate Tibiano a huge. Especially judging from the fact say you know me and they Omonia breeding den there. After I say Karim Zito call ye Omonia prepare.
But I know a bit I shocking you, Mamma when young come.
Oh, Debbie, my and can say Kotoko has match no.
From guiding count.
And yet coaches nebo. It's the born I come no, your coach in the Eheno. My catch also Kotoko has no supporters bomb more sing coach. Or more minim, yes, yenim.
Okay.
And the Econo, say Karim Zito etiho, say we all call, say wine or Yanin Yehe. The Obel who ye players no 2 teams in players and then any bad deal with game no or not Debiano or Tedin Kunim.
Okay.
And no near focus I did cook game no more. I'm sorry for the first time for so many years in a league game, a fair night the match at 5 p.m.
Yeah. For
the first time, I'm saying after Jamefe commission. No, could you 2 commission?
But this season, see about another game.
Meka league match.
And I'm because this season here boy anaju league match.
Kotoko has ya mobi.
Aye o ka Kotoko
has.
Okay.
Oh, na say nka 7 class ya mobi. So what I say, me after Okuja to commission. I can say Kotoko has me more anaju matches. This is the first time because how much no make starting at 5 o'clock the same time. Our Crash Sports Stadium. This is the first time Kotoko has match league game, not any other match because they are both cup matches be Brianajo. But league and Kasankasa die. For some of us, you say the stakes are high, no. This is the first time ye bubi anajo. Yes, 35.
Okay.
The final is about 7 near Pong.
Hey. Dana de bebro in 7 years and die near bank.
So it's about 7 near Pong. So I'm saying it here no. Na minimum say media meme me de say match ni sha anajo. Oni bi dentia.
David.
Senka ye ne Kotoko ha na ye bona anajo anke benya ni papa.
O ba say Sundays. Ha de na Sundays ah.
Ye bona Sunday. Ye bona Sunday. Eno kwa na ye bona 3:30.
I was say park here ma.
Ye bona 3:30.
I was say park here ma.
3:30.
I was say park.
So what it means in say nay for Kotoko no social activities ne nyina at least by 5 day na bafom. So into be a or pepper so babehwe ball ni bi no obetimi abehwe bi na yen so no say e was say ye supporters enra me kan wa say ye supporters no omo ayo madwen so omo pese omo kohwe ball ni bi no akwanya ne da ho ye de bus nsu si ho say obia a wire crowd so obehwe bi no otimi nsu kohwe bi na se ne me di tu dwa enra me pese me sensi su nenso bus no ebetu enkran anopa no 9 ne fa no 9 ene fa ena bus ne ebetu nkran na bus ne tu nkran na meka wo say obi a opese ofro bus ne bibia no number we frɛ number we 020 945 6151 means sense to be 020 945 6151 and 0244 999 357. The entire was say how supporters ye come at you when say your boys no any abrepa and you hear your support.
Oh, okay.
And it is all on cry ha. Now you have supporter in here on someone to beat me at Johnny Bass no. So beat me ako your own way so young support boys.
Very well.
A match in here ye pa. Say the match in here pa do be say Chama Yusuf by Waboko Toko Bako wedding kugo. The second Kotoko match in here.
Okay.
A test at the Mayan. Yenina. Ye new MD Julius Emuna.
Yeah.
The first test a match we. Apart from that, no young Kasasu Yajitum say in recent times in Yene Yenu Mushia. Quite be so normal train just kakra. It will see to me changes our narrative.
Okay.
It is Sanya when you come into play. Any
and then when you are brave
and the internet maker no and your match a DD.
When he brings bet me danimus. And
you see the BB to me see. Sounds no
too many baby.
Now say Mamika some tro. Kotoko ne house match. Somebody can have some match. Then any break or Yejumano. You need so many break because of one and Yaman Kuyi more. One Omolusu
FA Cup.
FA Cup. Omofrim. Before Ombelusu FA Cup, I just 3-1. Heart of Lions. Enti Omonia break call. Yensu break because we can't afford. And this is a match here. But the Messiah supporters. Be a bompire. Be the all year the boy has a folk. Be no. Mr. Sorry. Now for both team no send a baby didn't kunim. That was I can say.
But as a senior Jones Kwabena Asante info jo me patcho ma me fa Ebis Gold Group mfa ma ho. Ebis Gold Group edi no se ma bone pa me patcho frɛ wo mu number nchesi a na ofrɛ a ka kyerɛ me se Asempa FM de se frɛ na wasɛm ne tete a ɛno ane se waye wadwene se obekɔ US of A Mexico ene Canada akɔhwɛ World Cup yi bia adwumaku a yagina tumu wɔde ne kuredi ɛyɛ adwuma a wobɛtumi de wakɔ adwobrɛ ɛde waba bɔkɔ ɛyɛ Abyss Gold Group ɛmfa sika nkɔhyɛ travel and tour bia nsɛm memfa nkɔmɔ bia fa mani padaseni obia ntimi mmoa wo azan dɔso fa kɔma Abyss Gold Group na wɔse ɔbɛboa wo sɛ yɛ standard sɛ yɛ corporate economy anaasɛ corporate business no obenya ni nyina ɛde ama wo na bibia ayɛ kama mebacho na sɛ o package a wo ngie no registration ɛka ho consultation ka ho visa kwan afa so ansa bɛka visa travel health insurance ni nyina no e ma obi World Cup ticket miensa ekutawo wo dey call round trip airplane wo dey call bar up and down nyina internal transportation we are about 14 days wo be didi kama baby abeda any breakfast nyina black stars jesi nyina no ye dey ka ho e dey ama Abyss Gold nkwana no package no emu ehwam sei a wo de no kredie edi omdwumadie enti anopa wo timinka woni Abyss Gold ending komo sisi a ewo telephone numbers yi so na ontimi enko mo asisi a 0537 804885 0537 804885 ana 0545 995223 0545 995223 na Abyss Gold actually the golden experience Odobeko Master Brian na mentio so the penify chassis so
okay my man started from the FA president kind I respect your opinions and I think on the reason to your casa I find me who say we are to hype the game said the game we anga what's the department to wash pa aka many days aka be 3 or 4
aka 3 for this ma me this correction no senior kasa no say after commission of inquiry report no ye more kotokone as league game anajo but the report said that no house and Kotoko match should be played after 5 p.m. on midweeks.
Okay.
On midweeks.
Okay.
But not in the weekends.
Okay.
And no, and entirely truth on this one. 99% that correction. Okay. Me that say, Master Bra.
Yeah. Because what I come back 3-4 days. Me feel say they didn't know give we home from.
Yeah. To any so yeah.
They didn't know from. We won't take 2 teams in ye so more patronized than we won't team play. Now results crowds are 2 teams in the day, but I had nya there. Shababi omiri na da. I think 5th from 4th.
4th. Yeah, na 5th that 10.
More than 10 almost that 4.
Okay.
It 2 teams in Yababi more than the points gap between Kotoko and it has any medium more that surrounding in account be near. So whoever president's statement Afabi so betting about say is because I think under the time as the FA president this is the season Abosika clubs in Escapa. So maybe you might use that as one of the metrics how they said to say it is the best season because in life Myxtro say no more be this is the season mu komuna omanya obianya be huge amount of money or the starting season there compared to the previous season, so it can be considered as one of the best seasons from the commercial aspect of it. But season angasankasa other seasons the NSC I don't know yakoya anima ebetu hu say very teams no in terms of said you all compete or so the all escape relegation you be hu say issues near the MB banade. So I think it's a statement all can to hype the game one. 2 I think it's because of the Sikanzo count. But I shall Kotoko Myxtro me feel say Kotoko ne has nkwa na ebo league this year and Kabaka has had pa.
I didn't know why because my turn to play.
Yeah. Because as a folk last season the performance not the same. I think last season Kotoko performance and has a folk performance not Kotoko is slightly ahead of us kakra. Then again Kotoko Sanzo signings to me a beefy up the team no. At a point in time Lulusu the top striker the my Libyan side a striker and back near the we cry Kotoko there or the Bia can team no pa as compared to as a focus. So when Lusu obi kura baby omu weakness baby omu ese come strength no maintain strength. So the difference is no I think a very huge they have to folk. At me Ababe do say Yakobo Classico has scratched me that's so ahead of them. I think it's plus for them. Kotoko Sanzo be into a game against Asufoka will lose the FA Cup or free. Not that the house of free match. Yeah. So more at Atomachi. House free munu. Coach Fufro was here and free on resigning and Sakino. Now Kotoko lose against Media Man lead to a coach or free. Either being Diana, sorry. Either say a Sakina and I say Onana resign, it means that there's a new wind be a blow. And I'm not in grass some of our kinds for football. Not in grass some of our kind of other BBS. And none of my who said Kotoko game different. Or many the game will a best.
Okay.
Players be person bebo to merit starting lineup in the new coach over. Kotoko players be you almost game win with the near dear better say see a coach kwa men and a coach him I have to prove that I'm a better player next come bibo. So men and Bobby that I have to prove so that the new coach because and be a Kotoko appoint new coach. New coach no bano so or team who said me good and and I think whoever overtake Kotoko Jumani Bia as a permanent coach Bia, one of the games of so they are build up the team even though a monitor team for some time will be the classical. It how first was distinguishing performance in the game against Arsenal and a better. Kotoko upper hand kakra. When you look at the previous games, but I know you have seen 2-0. I don't know Kotoko share in the league and see has to 2-0 near the back. Proud to say has to folk even side 2-0. Now Kotoko about has to folk almost by 5 games on lose that. So more upper hand kakra. They are also playing at home. And that edge in this house was sugar. Lucky for them, I'm a welcome almost striker. Even though they are coming from a backdropper, we lose 3-1 to Heart of Lions. We're trauma. Adriana, I can say, may the penalties be you. It's a part of the penalties be. It tells you clearly that.
Okay.
Omunim the goal per game in the league. Omunim Kotoko say if do penalties, it will be difficult for them to handle the supporters home field. And the weird scenes are happening on game after game against Adriana now. Sekotoko nya early go na early performance in the early minutes na nya better.
Okay.
I think the fans will turn out against them.
Mate mame eno asepa. Over okay, yabako na board chairman na ke board member bako of the NSC ebe kasa. In fact your friend earlier your stories no kasa issues na you raise 100 nyina regarding in some ekoso nyina no. Or say he stands for the truth and of he said the air can nyina no no cre. And he feels that the board chairman of the NSC no or buy no I was say office be akwachiwa he has to help to rectify it, not to revoke the appointment or also no work severally I said sad new my question he wants to come out
another board's decision
individual decision he's a board member and feels that their question no
like I said the decision was not the board's decision
and he describes it as a pride be eben kofobi mu no person make research and your man and so ochina sorry me try out
another board's decision. That is what I want to find out.
Exactly, because he's a board member. And if he's coming against it,
the chairman's own decision there, it is wrong.
Yeah.
It is wrong for the chairman to take that action. Even though overall, say the board's decision to revoke her, they are on the right path.
Yeah.
What you say? Yeah. Because the board must see to
the effective
ratification of
so
all
they
other
can rectify.
decisions.
Yeah.
Ombetuma rectify now, ombetuma revoke. But say your board chairman no decision there. I think the other board members must stand up against
and the board member saying they will no or man letters so that and you might be one man.
Kwaguma next day, I will come and treat political positions and what they use it to do for themselves. Something be a bad. Obibe prayer campaigns are all because of political appointment. What he uses the appointment to do is his own
prerogative.
Yes, which is wrong. All public officers must conduct themselves in a manner. So, President Mahama at the code of office ethics na odma obia. Yeah. That's it. Say overhand you we always on I
Okay, Mr. Alex Asante. Mr. Alex Asante, national team coordinator. Mr. Alex Asante, GFA backbone, no, the spine of the FA. Mr. Alex Asante. Mr. Alex, meeting catch you or Ghana, another one free bridge, my. Oh, how? Mr. Alex Asante. Mr. Alex Asante. Fine gentleman, pa. Or no, too much. Where the spine of the FA, Mame and Chano, Namenchia, Collins die. Also, you're too much. And Mr. Emmanuel Otain and Ebenezer Apodai, Mina, Yadibesia, na Yahomeso Prophet, Nanaya Osafo, Dr. Cosby, Dr. Pakwesi, and the team take you over. Ochina, I don't do me a Christo. My message shall be near the Thursday's edition of the Ultimate Sports Show, no, dear bro. Mini do being Kwaku Andy. Ghana's Myxtro Until it's peace and blessings. Good morning. Yes.